Carol. I'm sorry for everything I said about family traditions earlier.
Emily! You're not even Emily!
Oh.
Is it good?
You're not part of it. I will take down the Technical File episodes on YouTube and I will re-edit them so your names are not in them. Quiet on set.
Okay.
Are you guys okay? I can't see what happened. Aaron and Ariel. How would you guys like to see Pika! Pikachu! Is this Detective Pikachu? Oh my god. It's not technical foul.
Is that Ryan Reynolds? Your face is so red, Luke.
What? Do it again.
Flex! Flex it! Flex!
Jesus Christ, he's got like a bump. He's got like a mosquito bite.
Sorry? Ready? Yeah. No, that was great. Flex!
I can't do that. Hey.
We didn't need to do any of this. We did not need to do any of this. Like I said, we're just gonna get close. You guys want to hear all night? Please stop. No, this is a technical foul shoot. No. Ron, I'm too good. Thanks, Luke. Please stop. Please, I just want to film it. I want to film it and I want to get done. Please. I'm begging.
We got to like 5:30.
Get everything we need. Yes. Oh my god. Someone grab a camera, someone grab an audio. We're doing this.
I don't think anyone grabbed an audio.
What? Ashley, we're going to turn the audio? Did you go get the audio stick, please?
You're making a good job, no?
You are, buddy. You are. I just... Okay, I'm going to reverse lines. It's just one line you need in here, and then we need like a couple out there. Why?
Okay, so what?
These whoopsies.
Okay. Someone go downstairs and someone grab the please, I am begging you.
How we doing this? Are we going boom? Or are we going? Are we going boom here? Or are we going?
Just anything.
Well, it's Reese's road mic.
Where's your road mic?
It's in my bag.
Okay.
I don't have a plan. This boy though. You got 6 minutes of recording, huh, Luke?
I've been recording the entire time.
Let's get some audio on this then.
Wait,
I don't think it's gonna
I
start.
think you're gonna just want to start it.
Car. Not even standing on the car, he's like knees on the car. Finally got Reese on his knees for the technical foul Christmas.
We always knew we could do it.
I
Anytime.
Noah did ask, he's like, what do you guys want to see in the Christmas special? And I was like, I want a lot of reasons.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I'm a big fan of this. The more Reese on the knees we can get, the better the episode's gonna be.
Oh, shit down.
We've officially lost Luke, by the way.
Yeah, that's okay.
Not sure it is, but
Oh, I hear a Luke. Maybe?
has he reemerged?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. It's a spinny and a strailing. Look at this.
Oh boy. Wait.
Oh, Reese's closet's here.
You know what? You look like you have a ponytail in your hair.
I know. Hey,
Like
Albert's got a ponytail.
Oh, has it been recording this whole time?
You guys look so good. How the hell have you been? It's been
It was
too long.
Did you meet anyone on the ground floor?
No, I sat in there for a while. I was about
I'm
to,
doing,
like,
you know,
throw
I'm
myself
doing
over here, but
A-okay.
I couldn't get
I'm
out to the elevator.
hanging out in my my brother's room, which
Also,
is
there was a lot
it's
of
cool
real
to be in a room again.
Oh.
Alec.
Good.
I wish my camera was better because there are so many
It's time for
Christmas
tie
knickknacks
something. We'll have to do another fucking
sprayed
full
all
tour.
around here.
That way,
Just, you
got more
know,
outfits
without a
now.
care in the world.
A lot of them involve a diaper, though.
Yeah.
Most of
But
them
no, it's
are
gonna be
sound
so
really
fun,
go
the
way
whole
up
gang
to
back together.
Well,
Ryan
like
did
this
forget
picture's
that he was in Indiana and thus in a different time zone. So I crunched the numbers for him on when to join the Zoom.
Who
So
created this, Justin? How do you feel?
Love it. Wouldn't want anything else, really.
he messaged me today at like 3. He's like, wait a second. He's like, I'm in Indiana. And I was like, yeah, you're 3 hours ahead then, so no need to try to join a live stream right now then, my friend. Like only Ryan can. Oh, looks like we got a Beef and a Lucy jumping in.
Action.
Oh,
Well, I'm actually glad you called, Virginia. I can't actually confirm. Nope. Let me.
Vagina?
Recording.
oh,
Action.
a handsome lad indeed.
Hey, Carol. I'm sorry for everything I said about family traditions earlier.
Emily! You're not Emily!
Oh, you know, we're doing okay. Oopie. Good.
Is it good?
I will take down the technical episodes on YouTube.
Yeah, I feel that my computer is hissing. She is not too pleased.
Are you guys okay? I can't see what happened.
Pikachu!
Is this Detective Pikachu? Oh my god.
You know, I did just, I remember when I was gathering everyone, I just sent Reese a
Your face
message
is so
of
ugly.
be free these 2 days. Yes, and then I forgot to update Reese on what we were doing.
Ready? Uno, dos, tres, flex.
I know you too well, Reese, and I was like, oh, Reese will be down for anything, and I was like, what? I should just spring that on a person. So now, just a heads up, I think I just fixed it, but there's a chance that hard current audio is being broadcast on the live stream. I haven't switched over to the picture yet, but, you know,
We didn't need you into this. We did not need you into this. Like, this didn't get close.
the titular couch. The minion eyes, I saw those behind you, some classics. By that, I hope Reese comes back naked. And then Direct Crayons appears.
We got to like 5:30.
grab a camera, someone grab an audio, we're doing this.
I don't think anyone grabbed an audio.
The Crange Man. Originally, I think the idea for me was to
Buddy, you are. I just. Okay, this line. It's just one line you need in here. And
I would love a Jeff Crane's cranberry drink, maybe? The cransberry? I don't know what it would be. His little rubber pants.
These whoopsies.
Okay. Now someone go downstairs and someone grab the. Please, I beg you.
How we doing this? Are we going boom? Or are we going? Are we going boom here? Or are we going?
Just anything.
Well, it's Reese's road mic.
Where's your road mic?
It's in my bag.
Okay.
Oh, I have a plan. This boy though. I guess 6 minutes of recording, huh, Luke?
I've been recording the entire time.
Let's get some audio on this then.
Wait,
I don't think it's gonna
I
start.
think you're gonna just want to start it.
Car. Not even standing on the car, he's like knees on the car. Finally got Reese on his knees for the technical found Christmas.
We always knew we could do it.
ask. Anytime.
Noah did ask, he's like, what do you guys want to see in the Christmas special? And I was like, I want a lot of Reese.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I'm a big fan of this. The more Reese on the knees we can get, the better the episode's gonna be.
Oh, shit down.
We've officially lost Luke, by the way.
Yeah, that's okay.
Not sure it is, but.
Oh, I hear a Luke. Maybe?
Has he reemerged?
There he is.
He's gone.
Oh boy. Wait.
Oh, Reese's closet's here.
You know what? You look like you have a ponytail in your hair.
I know. Hey, Albert's got a ponytail.
Oh, is it Ben recording this whole time?
Okay.
My feet were so asleep. Like, it was the point where it.
Did you meet anyone on the ground floor?
No, I sat in there for a while. Though. I was about to like wheel myself over here, but I was trying to get out through the elevator and it got caught. And tipped over.
Oh no!
Also, there was a lot of real garbage
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
I should have been.
out there now.
Good.
We have to do another.
Tie version's a good one.
It's diaper tie is something. We'll have to do another fucking cult one. That way, we've got more outfits now.
A lot of them involve a diaper though.
Most of them
Diaper
involve
sales are gonna
diapers.
go way up in Pullman, and everyone's gonna be like, "This is interesting."
I hope not. I think I've forgotten how to tie ties.
You created this, Justin. How do you feel?
Love it. I wouldn't want anything else, really.
Yeah.
I can retire and die happy.
I'll get them.
Action.
Well, I'm actually glad you called, Virginia. I can't actually confirm. Nope, let me.
Vagina?
Recording. Action.
Hey, Carol. I'm sorry for everything I said about family traditions earlier.
Emily! You're not even Emily!
Oh.
Is it good?
target. I will take down the Technical File episodes on YouTube, and I will re-edit them so your names are not in them. Quiet on set. Okay. Are you guys okay? I can't see what happened. Aaron and Ariel. How would you guys like to be Pika! Pikachu! Is this Detective Pikachu? Oh my god. Pika! Is this technical foul? It's not technical foul.
Is that Ryan Reynolds? Your face is so red, Luke.
What?
Do it again.
Flex! Flex it! Flex!
Jesus Christ, he's got like a pump. He's got like a mosquito bite.
Sorry? Ready?
Yeah.
No, that was great. Flex! I can't do that. Hey.
Ooh, hey. I see nothing wrong with this.
We didn't need you into this. We did not need you into this. Like I said, we just didn't get close. You were going to hear all night. Please stop. No, this is technical foul shoot. No. Boss, stay smooth. Please stop. Please, I just want to film it. I want to film it and I want to get done. Please, I'm begging.
We got to like 5:30.
Get everything we need. Yep. Oh my god.
Works. Oh. Oh. um. Oh, a classic. All right, let me see. Let me make sure I'm piping in that good hot audio. Oh no. Oh lord. Oh no, I gotta crank that. Gotta crank that. Shouts out to Connolly for. There we go. Hello. I think we are. Well, let's see.
Use like 100
I mean, that's
of them
kind of
and
like
put them
what
all in
Reese
one.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, Arby's.
Reese, where are you at now?
You know, just here and there around, right? Just floating, you know.
Okay.
All right, I
This
think
is
we
like
got
a
everyone
quick question.
officially.
You know, right?
I've broken back into our old apartment. I'm not even allowed to live here. I'm just setting it up for the old times, you know.
Okay.
Wait, which old apartment? Party apartment.
The one in Redmond, it's like an apartment complex called Avondale, I think. Me and Noah lived there for like 2 years. It was crazy.
Oh, Boulder Creek.
That place was a good time.
Yeah.
Noah, are you drinking a beer? What's that?
I wish. No, this is I've tried to quit caffeine. I'm officially an LA douchebag. It's a Jelly Belly sparkling water.
Jelly Belly.
Yeah.
Oh.
If there was anything I wanted from the good
If
old
you
Jelly
get
Bean
it-
Company.
If you get a chance, you got to try Topo Chico.
Oh, I worked with an actor who we always had to have a spare thing of Topo Chico, but he never drank it. Only Diet Red Bull and bang. It was, yeah. I didn't want to be that douche. Anyways,
Dude, the original Topo Chicos, like the actual ones, like not the lime crap or the grapefruit crap, the actual regular Topo Chicos. It's like Jesus in a bottle.
Jesus in a bottle.
What about Ryan's just great
Topo Chico.
analogies and comparisons?
I missed it. I missed it.
Did you miss me? I'm here.
I didn't know you could buy.
I missed you.
That's yeah, do the Christians know yet? Because like
You can buy a box of 9 Jesuses for $10.
What an
That's almost
That's value, honestly. That's a lot of value.
Oh wait, no, it's
Eternal
wait,
life
no,
for
it's 12
$10.
Jesuses.
Do they each have the power
It's
of
12
Jesus?
Jesuses.
yeah.
12
Like,
Jesuses for $10.99. Yes, 12 Jesuses for $10.99.
does it make you walk on
That's
water?
a one free.
Does it turn water into wine?
If you were to
I feel like
pour
when you,
all
like-
of the Topo Chico into a pool, could you walk on that?
Oh.
No, but you can drink it. You can drink
I feel like when you
Jesus.
open it, right, it's got to just turn into water. Like anything that it was before, it'll turn into water. Or wait, no, it should turn into wine, right?
Wine, yes. It turns
I
into a
thought-
nectar in there.
Yes, it gets you hammered.
I was gonna say we are
It
officially
gets you hammered.
we're officially streaming. Audio's working. We got 3
Perfect.
people watching. That's more than some of the episodes of Tentacle Foul in the beginning.
I love that.
There's Ashley
Aw.
Beard.
Oh,
Well, I was gonna say if we want to go around the horn and introduce ourselves for Sam Petrie and Cam Johnson.
yes.
Oh.
Sam. Why is Sam not on?
Shit, Sam.
Why is he watching this? Get him on here.
We're down to Meat Mountain.
The original idea was to have everyone
everyone.
in the special get on Zoom, and then I started crunching some numbers, and I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, for Daryl Lee Bivens III.
Yeah.
It was his birthday the other day.
Good question.
I missed that lad.
Happy birthday, Daryl.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Where's Cam?
What?
What?
Did Ryan freeze?
Oh,
where's
Ryan
Cam?
froze, but he was asking where Cam was at, which
I'm here. Where's Cam?
Cameron Limes.
You didn't know he
Yeah.
died?
Oh,
yeah, he's gone.
Hey, ha 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 ha.
Why are you laughing
Funny
at
as
Cameron's
the
death?
gabagool.
Ryan, that's really insensitive.
Yeah, that's the first
Yeah,
reason.
Man,
Finding out
he
about
went
your
out tragically and you're
death.
just making jokes
the
about
Tentacle
it.
Foul live show / Cameron
Reese, I
Limes
can see
Memorial.
you smiling.
I don't smile. I've
Like
never
Cameron
smiled
Reese,
once
I
in my
like how I
life.
can see you smiling about it. Like you're smiling as you're trying to make me feel like shit, which just tells me the whole story that you're just a bullshitter.
Well,
What do you
Reese
mean?
was the one who killed Cameron.
Always have been.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was murder, and I felt good about it.
I'm laughing now.
But okay, we can go. I'm Noah Benson. I'm a man who thought this would be a great idea, and you know what? I'm not regretting a second of it. It's so good to see everyone here. Who wants to introduce themselves next, huh?
Whoever's below me.
I don't know where
Who
I
is this
am,
on your screen?
but I'll go.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Ash, and I guess I directed this beautiful project at times. I think sometimes I held the camera when the other people were too caffeinated to hold the camera steady. And other than that, I did a lot of screaming about the RM Harrison Ford debate. And
Yes.
that was my contribution.
All these are true. Let's see. Who jump in there? Why not? Who?
I guess I'll go next because I was the assistant producer. And I did assistant producing things, which mostly involved setting up equipment and sitting in the edit bays while other people did a lot of the work. But it's a good time. I also was in some stuff. I don't know. That's a blur. Technical Foul is great.
Oh no. Anyway, sorry.
My name is Justin Spinney. Yeah, I don't remember what I did.
Yeah.
You have to remember what name.
I'm Ryan, and I played Scott. I acted and rehearsed those acting parts quite a bit.
Recording in progress.
And yeah, that was pretty much the sum of it. Yeah, that's what I did. Merry Christmas.
I'm Justin Spinney. I also don't know what I did. This was a special project to me. I ate a lot of pizza. You get a lot of close-ups of my lips.
Not enough, I did.
Very
Get closer. Show the
Yeah,
lips.
get in there. Get in there.
Can you not hear me? Oh, you want to see the lips?
Yeah, we need a little more lip. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's
What do you
something
think?
More.
It's just like visiting Justin in person.
God.
I'm Emily. I had some role in this, I think. I played Carol. I was a very sneaky reporter that got herself into a lot of trouble. And now I'm a sneaky psychologist that psychoanalyzes everyone.
Boy, you'll have your work cut out for you after this one, Emily, huh?
Yes.
Analyzing this gaggle of goofballs. Oh, I was gonna say, last but not least, of course, we got some close burps from Lucy.
I don't really know why I'm here. I feel like I'm just an enthusiast who kind of hanged around and helped on that Christmas special. But I'd love to do some Technical Foul ASMR for you today.
Yes.
Well, I'm excited. I don't know why I'm here still, but I'm enjoying it. So, yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
I'm a hoe for some good ASMR.
Can you say Kelly Buckets real slow into the mic? This is just for me. This isn't for...
Kelly Buckets.
Did someone record? That's recorded, yeah?
It's being recorded. I don't know who's recording it.
Oh,
I was gonna say, so
I have a new ringtone.
Just a heads up for all of us. I am recording this. So that's never stopped us in the past, but yeah. Anyway, thank you guys all so much for being here. This is I came up with this idea way late in December, and then just threw it together last minute, much like Technical Foul itself. And it's only made possible with all of you talented folks. So thank you all for zooming in. But I guess I don't know. We can just jump into the special, Philip DeFranco style, and talk about it afterwards. Let's see.
Should we talk about it during? Or are we gonna be like, can you hear us while it's happening?
No, we're gonna be silent.
Oh.
For 37
So
minutes.
this is not
We are gonna talk.
It's 37 minutes.
It's 37.
Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Is
How-
this a live reaction?
What?
Is this like a live reaction? Like, or have you seen it before?
I've never seen it.
Wow. That is exciting.
Really?
God.
Uh,
We get
You
a
guys remember, I left. Like, I
On YouTube.
know.
Oh, that's right. You died.
Not
I
have
forgot.
access to internet?
Is that why? Is that why
You did
Topo
what?
Is like Jesus to you? Did it resurrect you from the dead, Ryan?
I feel like Jesus.
Oh, God bless.
Fuck yeah.
Speaking of,
That's right.
Jesus Christ, but yeah, this is going to be the first year I believe the special officially came out on President's Day of last year, and this is going to be
Why?
well,
Because why not?
Why did it come out then?
Why not?
originally
It's
I
a fucking Christmas special. That is so. Why? I had no idea.
Christmas present to the presidents.
Yeah.
Such an unforeseen part of this live stream is just Ryan reacting to just the Christmas special itself. Something that he was a part of, that he knew about, right? That was like he was given the link to watch when it came out.
Well, it is funny because speaking of the Christmas special, it is kind of divided into two eras. There was the initial shoot with Ryan, and then there were some pickups sans Ryan, and then a bunch of us graduated, and there was some editing. And then President's Day, I just decided, I said, you know what, this is the time.
It's gonna be great to see like a younger version of Ryan talking to like a 2-year-old version of Justin, like in the future.
There are, let me pull her up. Let's see. Let's make sure my computer will even let me do this. It might just delete it. It knows how powerful this special is. But yeah,
This special is like a deep fried meme. It just destroys you.
Show video panel. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's the gang. There's the vid. Look at that.
Out.
That works. Let's see, are we missing anyone? No, that's everyone. Oh, cool. Sam Petrie says it was a President's Day miracle, and boy, howdy, wasn't it?
Is Alex right watching? Because boy howdy, he better be.
I believe Asia is going to come in. Asia specifically requested the link. And with Asia, you can only hope. There comes Alex, as I've always said.
And then after this, we're gonna watch the pepper spray video.
Yes.
Oh, yep.
Yes, we've been waiting.
I've actually got all of the pieces of that on my hard drive right now, so we could go through the raw footage for pepper
Oh my
spray.
God.
Just
I
really
like that very much.
That's
dig in
where the
there.
relationship was
Yeah.
born. That's
How the fuck did I not know that this was released
Ryan.
on President's Day?
It was only ever all over Noah's social media.
I know Ryan's just admitting to not following any.
Ryan's admitting
After he left, he's
That's
like,
what we're hearing here.
To be fair,
I charge my phone once every 2 days. Like I'm not on social media very
What an
often.
animal.
I like that system.
I'm an animal?
No, that's
kinda
what the
mean.
Cronkite school does to you. They just-
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Did you notice how after going there, I didn't even end up going into journalism?
Oh.
Shit, here we go.
I'm Noah Benson, and I wrote this special. Now, this special was shot over 3 years, so there might be some minor continuity errors. But our crack team of editors assures me these will be kept to a minimum. So, without further ado, Tentacle Foul presents A Very Kelly Christmas.
That ADR is just so convincing.
That was my dear brother Jarrett.
Yeah, the man himself.
Some oranges, a classic reference. I think it was like episode 5.
Oranges were quite an event on set.
I remember there being a time in the second episode where I ate like 9 oranges in one day. In like one shoot, actually.
The Ryan oranges are a classic. There's some references. There's the Cool Bert sunglasses, and then I ran out of props, so Oh my
I
goodness.
think that's the last of it. We're officially moved into our new offices.
I mean, technically, they're not new. They're my old boss's offices, and well, he went bankrupt, so that's why they're available.
Come on, Carol, don't be so hard on yourself. This is a big deal. And I think we should all celebrate just kind of by leaving. Good
Do
idea,
you
guys.
think Tim got waxed?
If I know Tim, hopefully not.
These offices aren't cheap, and we have to work overtime in order to not go bankrupt like my last
Need some of Tim's hair in my hair jar.
I'm pretty sure Tim went bankrupt because you and Stink were his only employees.
Either way, we can't afford to take today off, okay?
Did someone say Christmas?
Good old Stink.
Christmas Eve, everybody.
You know, you really shouldn't say Merry Christmas. There's a ton of other holiday greetings like
Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa greetings, Festivus for the rest of us. I don't care what holiday it is. I just love being so festive.
I don't like that Albert tried to cancel me.
You know, Albert, you know what they say about crying and pouting. Santa's not gonna like that very much.
Well, considering he's not real, I think I'm gonna be just fine.
What? Not real? You're crazy.
Oh, I don't believe in a magical Batman who flies around on a flock of deer, and I'm the crazy one? Did you know Santa would be having to travel at 650 miles per second to make it around the world in one night? That's 300 times the speed of light. But no, I'm the crazy one.
He uses Christmas magic to do it.
Ha! Christmas magic? That's a bigger crop than Santa.
God, I hate that voice.
Oh, I love Christmas. 'Tis the season for grifting.
Yeah. Wait, don't you mean gifting?
Not
Didn't that
grifting,
hurt?
you know,
That wreath?
conning,
Like,
lying, stealing.
Nah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Dude,
you have
Christmas
blood
is
on your
literally
head?
the greatest
Bleeding
con of them all.
afterwards.
Every year people get overcharged for stuff they're never going to use again. Cards, crappy fruitcakes, wreaths. I mean, you're literally paying for dead branches. Even I can't even come up with a scam that good.
Wait 1 second. We may have lost the stream. Let me check something real quick.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And we're off to a banger start.
Oh, we are. Did you guys know that the Santa's reindeer are all women because reindeer are the only species of deer for where the women have antlers all year and the men actually lose their antlers during the winter time. Therefore, Santa's sleigh is pulled by all women.
And women are the only kind of deer that can fly, I've heard. So that is
True, and
also...
that's an obvious one.
I can't fly.
And there we go.
Yes, yeah.
Casey.
And it's winter and I don't see any antlers either, so Ryan is a reindeer.
Thanks for noticing, Reese. Okay.
I wonder what happened
Sorry.
if I just
Thanks,
opened up the
sorry.
live stream.
Listen, okay, that might have been a little insensitive. Your
Thanks for
antlers are
reminding me
great.
that I'm a freak.
You're welcome.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Anyways, talk amongst yourselves. I'm fixing this. We got it.
Let me go find some
Tacos? What?
No, but so Ryan,
We,
right?
we have a random Russian name in the chat. That's very fun. I don't know
Oh,
if
you
you've
have
seen
what?
that, but
Where
This-
is you?
Wait, what's
Fun
up?
Rent.
Oh, I was just gonna say,
which
Ryan,
is-
in this moment when Kelly like pulls off the wreath, I'm pretty sure that your neck was like bleeding afterwards because of how sharp it was.
That maybe. That's definitely
Glad
possible.
you're not scarred from it.
I think-
I'm glad, like it didn't traumatize you too bad.
I think I remember that actually. Yeah, I think I remember bleeding and then not believing that it like had happened because of that. I was like, really? Was that? Because I don't think it hurt, but I think my neck is just
Well, you
an
like
asshole.
kind of like reacting every time we did a shot, and then like you didn't really notice, and then at the end, I remember looking and being like, "Oh my god, Ryan!" Like it broke skin, and you're like, "Oh,
this is what Hollywood does to people, all right? It makes you an animal.
It breaks you
but-
down.
No,
Didn't
wait.
you let Bivens like
Question,
slap you in the
though.
face a bunch of times?
That one.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's right.
I was gonna say, yeah,
yeah.
dude, I remember that. I took like
Hey,
six
we had to do
slaps, like
something
6
from leaving.
straight face palms to the face because of that, because of Daryl. Well,
You
because of
were
me.
Weird.
Because of me.
Yeah, you were
I asked
asking.
for it.
You were literally asking for it, which is admirable.
We were like, we can fake this.
It
like,
was funny.
hectic, and you were like, do it again.
Do it
Harder.
Keep hitting me.
It was
harder.
funny. I like
Great actor, Ryan.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that sometimes like my friends, like if I'm out with them and I'm just being an idiot, they'll say to me like, Ryan, have you ever considered acting? Because I'm always just really dumb, and I'm just like, little do you know.
Do
On
you
the
show
small
them
campus of
physical
Pullman, Washington,
Little did
I was
you
like
know.
a D-list.
Oh, I think you won back-to-back Best Actor.
Come on. Yeah, that's back to
Oh,
back
and
Best
Cable
Actor
8,
and
I was-
Cable 8, that makes you like at least B+ on campus in general. I mean, that's that's okay.
Yeah, that's true. I had forgot. I still have those awards. They're hung up in my parents' house. Believe it or not.
Wait, could you imagine if Ryan was the
Yeah.
founder?
If Ryan was the
That
one.
almost happened.
I know. I like to
Oh.
imagine that multiverse sometimes. It makes me very happy.
I think about the way I was when I was like a freshman though, man. I was such a nerd that like the other guy was a better fratula because he was such a frat boy.
That's true. They didn't get frattier than Jacob Bauman. Was that his name? That feels right.
It was something around there.
Good old. Actually,
It was something, dude.
Absolutely to lose this question. Yeah. Yeah, certainly.
Okay, let's see.
Santa's
I think we were.
Merry Christmas.
well,
Like I
like
said,
that.
these offices aren't cheap, and we have to work overtime in order
Makes
to
it
not go
a
bankrupt.
fun
Like
whole
my
game.
Little stakes, little added stakes.
Pretty sure Tim went bankrupt because you and Stink were his only employees.
You're eating steak,
Either way,
boy.
we can't afford to take today off, okay?
No, the stakes are every time there's a continuity error, you take a drink. Or in Lucy's case, a bite of ice cream.
You really shouldn't say Merry Christmas.
Oh, here's the classic Albert Kelly.
What
That was
type of
actually
ice
originally
cream
called the
is
Very
that?
Kelly Canceled, the special one. So,
Very
fun fact.
canceled.
Kelly canceled?
That's the final technical foul.
Kelly canceled?
Kelly dies. Kelly burned a steak.
Considering he's not real.
He got really canceled.
Not real? You're crazy.
Oh, I don't believe in a
A very Kelly murder. A very Kelly killing.
Did you know?
Now, why is Kelly being
Original Kelly killing.
It's very.
What is the killing of
self-judgment.
Kelly? How is this happening?
Kelly killed him.
Kelly can't die. Kelly's an immortal being.
He uses Christmas magic.
I think
He's young. He's actually lived 1,000 years.
there was originally a cut bit where we visit Kelly's apartment and he has like photos throughout history with him in the background of them.
Because Kelly knows how to do like a million different things, like very well. It's
Kelly
like,
has like big Forrest Gump energy, kind of, where he's just kind of always in the right place at the right time.
Every year people get overcharged for stuff they're never
Bro,
gonna
look
use
at my
again.
hair.
Fruitcakes, wreaths. I mean, you're literally paying for dead.
It's
bridges.
good.
Even I can't even come up with a scam that good.
I look like fucking Elvis.
To show you Christmas cranks.
Look like a pale Elvis.
At tonight's Christmas party.
interesting.
Oh no.
Austin and I are just gonna casually.
TTS, Carol. The Christmas Eve party is a Buckets family tradition.
That was originally supposed to be printed out in that frame. Got too lazy. Oops.
Family traditions.
Why is there no sound and why is it like speeding like a VCR?
And there's nothing you can say to change our
because this is the quality
There is something.
of a very Kelly live stream.
What is?
And why can't I hear anything?
We can just like live ADR it here right now.
Yeah, let's just do all the lines as we go, but everyone remembers their lines. We can just go through and just redo
Is this where
it.
the song starts? Yeah, here we go. And then now we're into the music.
Dude, I have no idea what the fuck is happening right
Why are
now.
we skipping forward?
The frames are out of control.
Oh, the whip pans. Okay, we really loved our whip
Oh,
pans.
oh no.
Now, Noah, do you want to stream it and see if it's perhaps an internet issue? And I
Oh no.
or
No, and for sure. I'm streaming from Tootle, so I'm using every bandwidth in this damn town right now.
yeah. Let me try and get on here and see if it's as comparably horrific.
Yeah, Reese. I figure. I mean, if you have a gaming chair, your Wi-Fi is probably pretty good.
You look just terrified of death.
And, you know, Pimlico, so that's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Freeze it on that frame.
Oh, the beach.
I want to see Kelly on the floor.
Oh,
freeze.
Tristan. A classic.
Yeah.
We saw Tristan the other day walking in the street, and he rolled down the window. We're like, nice pants! And he was wearing these like really tight cheetah print pants. And he looked at us and then spanked his ass and walked away.
Yeah.
Does he live in Las
Tristan
Vegas? Ash, you're in Los Angeles, right?
No, not yet. I'm currently in Spokane in my parents' basement. But
You're
I'm
going to Vegas?
We were gonna move to LA next
confirm
year,
that
but then I
there
got
is
offered a
indeed
job
no
in
Santa
Pullman,
Claus.
so I'm gonna save up a bit more and then move there eventually.
Smart.
This is
Yeah.
a holiday charity.
I'm
asking
currently
for money.
living with Lucy and the good old
what charity?
Josh Wagner. I don't
Oh,
think
kids
you've
without
ever met.
illnesses.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
yes, they
Liv
don't have any illnesses
as well.
and it's our job to actually keep
After
it that
your
way.
time, Ryan, honestly.
After my day, I just shit. I don't know shit at this
anyone
point.
time off tomorrow.
I've taken a million in Josh Wagner.
I don't even know who I am anymore.
What happens at Cronkite?
What the
What?
is going
What happens when you go to Cronkite?
We're working.
That place, like,
Singing and dancing.
I mean, I learned so much. I got really good at what I did, but
I told you, Kelly.
it is a
None of us
cookie
wanna
cutter
do that.
place. It is a very cookie
Where's all
cutter
the
place.
Christmas decorations I brought?
I think that's all of the
they're
reason
over
why
there
we
in
joined
your,
Technical Fouls, because
holiday
we're all very
happiness
cookie
corner.
cutter people.
Yeah,
You're
that's true.
unbelievable. You ruined Christmas.
Wait, so is this
Whoa,
unable to
Kelly,
be like
none of
what?
this
Like,
really even
is
matters.
it
Yeah,
going
let me-
back? I don't know what's happening.
I think
You know, if I'm honest here, I planned on being here until like 10 p.m. or 11. Like, I planned on being here all night long.
My mom kept
It's
asking me when
already
it's gonna end, and I
10:35.
said late because I'm prepared.
you know.
Yeah.
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 It's already 10.
I knew.
Right?
We've been new. We know.
I'm supposed to
Yeah,
go
that's
to
good.
a
Just to
friend's
do
house
this, here
later,
for that.
Definitely my prized possession.
but you know.
But don't you get it?
I think it
Christmas
it
all
is
about material possessions.
streaming.
Oof, gotta go. Bye.
Chunky.
Cheer up.
But you know, she's going. She has moments of good.
Knew this meant a lot to me.
Sorry, for a second I was listening to our live stream in my headphones while also trying to talk, so I got lost in what we were saying. But I think I'm caught up.
There is a little bit of a lag when you talk.
A little bit, just a kiss.
And in hell.
Kiss.
Okay.
Aaron Lime's in the chat who just said Aaron Moffat, but yeah, we had Aaron Moffat as.
Stupid.
Oh, the pizza.
Oh, that pizza was fucked.
And it should have stayed in that goddamn freezer.
Just so you
We
know,
didn't
Ryan-
even end up putting it back in the freezer. Do you remember that? We
Well,
put it
so-
back in the fridge.
Delicious.
Yeah, the pizza did live in the freezer though, there for about like a,
You would never hurt me
I'd
like
say
my friends did.
about a year, and then it mysteriously disappeared. This is the
Oh,
second pizza.
That shit is so
We've all been
gross.
waiting
That
for
is so gross.
Yeah. When it was frozen at the time too, wasn't it? So it's just like biting into cold.
Well, so the one that Justin actually bites into was a secondary pizza that we had to recreate because OG pizza went missing days before we were supposed to shoot. If anyone wants to come clean right now,
I did eat it.
Ariel.
I did it, okay?
right?
I think the pizza
Time
became
only seasonal
Okay.
special figgy pudding and eggnog
The
pizza.
pizza definitely had
It doesn't look
fair
like we're in the
chances of
can
just running
anymore.
off on its own,
yeah.
which is
I would believe it grew legs and walked away.
Goes the Christmas trash.
Where's the door?
The pizza actually became Josh, a beloved Cable 8 member, and you know, I couldn't be happier.
We go back to Marone now, and we just see it with
Who
the
said
headset on and like the main sound stage, and it's just like, all right, everybody get together, like directing, and it's like walking around, like it's the president of cable.
What are you?
This is crawling out of the vents. Yeah, it's sliding in.
Don't you mean the ghost?
Some people say you can hear its cries of anguish late at night.
Echoing through the halls.
I'm the ghost of Christmas.
Fun fact about this scene, my brothers hate this scene in particular. They said it was very unfunny.
Why would they say that?
Oh, shh.
Don't be an idiot. Clearly, this is a Christmas carol.
I think the puppeteering was done flawlessly.
Ash is always funny.
I want Ryan to genuinely watch this and like record a reaction.
Well, at some point, we'll send Ryan a link when we're done. But I'm not sure us all silently. Oh.
Well, oh god. Oh, Jesus. That was bad.
Wait, dude, I think after that we put it back in the fridge, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
After it was on the bathroom floor, right?
My the sweater that Justin wears for the majority of this special is actually my mom's sweater from when she taught, and my family was quite upset when they saw that scene of I told them that I cleaned the floor, but I'll be honest, I didn't. Sorry, Justin.
That's Albert.
Oh,
I don't know. I think one of the funniest moments I think in Technical Foul was like the second episode, Noah, when like we're trying to we're trying to get the headband from Aaron. And you're like, we like drenched your head in water, and you're just like, sweating like because you're so nervous trying to grab it.
Little did I know by the end of the series I would just sweat that much by trying to move around even a little bit.
I think like this scene particularly, Noah, you were just like on like multiple days of not sleeping.
Oh, Reese was in a diaper in this scene.
Yeah.
You were in the garbage.
I was. I had pictures of Reese in a diaper while Ashley's filming Noah writing this.
Yeah, so Lucy's actually in that trash can, wiggling around to create the illusion of talk. You can tell the reshoots with me because I dyed the original Albert wig red to be Ed Sheeran at a Halloween party. So the reshoot has like a little ponytail on it. So, fun fact, you eagle-eyed viewers.
Continuity error, everybody.
No. No. Easter egg.
Ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Sam Petrie's second role looks like same flannel. Maybe we should have changed that up.
Nah.
No, that's like that's a staple.
No way.
This technically takes place in the past, so maybe it's the same character. Who's to say?
Oh, true.
Forever. Alright, when I point you, you're on the team.
I like Chloe's character of just like this immortal being that
If Shorty Sammy made it on the team,
outfit.
I'm a shoo-in.
There was
Then you?
floated at one point a love plot between Chloe's character and Kelly Buckets at one point, and then there was going to be a more.
What about Britney?
Well, and then of course Britney happened, and then Evan plays a character in the finale. I think his name is Mungo, and we were gonna have a more.
It's lighter during the day in Chloe's scenes.
Yes.
A cute observation, Ryan.
It's accurate. Yeah.
I remember this scene in particular during the reshoots. Reese and Ashley were a big help to me, and definitely didn't make me scream profanities. Definitely didn't kick down desks. Definitely didn't throw desks. Definitely.
Is that this one?
Who would throw a desk? That seems pretty immature for like.
Is this the one where Ariel's butt got hurt?
No, that was during the music scene. I have that clip we can pull up later. But yes, Ariel did sacrifice her entire butt for this special, so
Still,
you know,
it's scarred, and I didn't know bruises could scar. But it is like now, like, years later, and it is still there. Physical evidence of her pain.
Yeah, I got drunk and fell off of a scooter here a couple months ago, and I'm still scarred on my arm from that.
Well,
Anyway, continue.
I don't mean to laugh. That's horrible. I'm glad you're okay, Ryan.
Was this like an electric scooter, or was this like a hill kind of situation?
Yeah, that shit was moved.
That's unfortunate. That would hurt then, yeah.
Ouch.
That's a shame.
Dude, this is bringing back so many memories, though. I might actually like probably like in the next couple of days just rewatch all of Technical Fouls.
You know,
yeah, you should.
For the most part, I've done it a couple times. It holds up. Nothing in there that gets us canceled. There is a sneaky Evan butt cheek, which I remember being very much against.
No wonder.
But, other than that,
that's the best.
That's like 1/3 as many butt cheeks as happened in Cable Late that season, anyway. So like,
I feel like the like tiny boy bit didn't really hold up. Didn't really age well, to be honest.
Well, yes.
I think if anything, Noah just predicted the future.
How so?
Well, because the entire bit is I'm not a little boy.
That's true.
You're acting the whole way. True.
I remember walking in this scene reminds me of when I was walking in the hall. Nah, never mind.
To tease us. Give a little bit more.
Yeah. See, Ryan's just over here. He's trying to build hype for his own personal project, so he's just giving us a bunch of little teasers.
Do you think Bitney likes ice cream?
This is actually what's her name from A White Christmas, I think.
Is that Hitler?
Daddy's here now, kids.
That's a.
I swear to God, that looks good.
That's Danny Kaye and
That does look okay. That looks pretty. That looks a lot.
It really looks like Hitler.
It really looks like Hitler.
It's from the movie White Christmas. It's Danny Kaye and Bing Crosby, I believe. But
oh, that's not. I mean, that's still not great.
Bing. That's not the one where they do blackface. That's a different one. I remember Melody Huerta recorded these lines, and they really enjoyed the line "Time Later Today." And I'm not sure why. That's just a memory I have. Sam in his third role. Look at that.
I remember that bucket.
Pretty sweet.
And
we had that bucket for a long time.
So these are two scenes are shot 2 years apart. That's why every single cut is a whip pan, or that's why there are so many whip pans.
I think we started filming this while I was blonde.
Yes, yeah. But another funny thing about the bell Ryan was using, I remember moments before we were supposed to film, Ryan, you were ringing the bell and it came loose and it just flew. So every bell sound in there is artificially put in with editing. And that's why it took 3 years to get it out. It was the bell noise. I really.
Interesting.
That was a puke bucket at our apartment for a while. The one after this, not during. Well, maybe, I don't know.
And thus marks the height of my career.
Coming up here, Ryan.
When I was Noah's
bells, Batman smells.
When I was
definitely Noah's.
Definitely Noah's. No, Noah pukes all over the apartment like a real champ.
Tony's last minute toys. Delivering high quality toys to good girls and good boys.
Theo, where's Theo?
I remember that.
Oh yeah.
You got my stuff.
Oh, freaking Feliz Navidad to you too.
I believe Theo took that hat too.
You have no
As
idea
payment
things I
for
have.
being in the special.
It's good, yeah.
I've gone to
home.
get this money for you. Do you have my stuff or not?
I was such a young buck.
Christmas stuff. All right. First we have.
There's a really good bit coming up here, not to smoke my own dick. I believe it's the second present.
Oh, please go ahead.
What does that even mean?
Al.
It's like
It's Albert, but yeah.
It's an incentive for the live stream for later. That's what that is.
Next, we have
Here we go.
one genuine
After dark.
microphone belonging to Cronkite 40.
That's what. Once we get 10 p.m., then that's when we start getting real fun.
Weird choice.
Okay.
I did nothing. I'm just
Bro, it is 10:45 where I am now. You guys are
Well, then you better start smoking some dick.
Ryan's the only one.
Yeah, it's time. It's
Sorry,
time zone.
got
based.
2
You
more
can't-
hours.
You can't smoke dick before 10 p.m.
And if there's really anything you take from this special, it's that you don't smoke dick before 10 p.m.
That's one thing I remember learning.
We put a little big Theo saying is more of a Murrow guy and dunks on Cronkite.
You're missing
And there's a
$100
very
for that.
genuine Ryan
No, that's a
reaction
full
where you look at the
$200
camera just angry.
And the price is $300.
that
That's not
I
what you
enjoyed
said
quite,
last week.
quite a
Well, that was
bit.
last week. You see, now it's Christmas Eve, so you're paying the holiday.
It really is an interesting
I
place.
spent
We can
this
talk
entire
about that
week
later.
conning
If
people
y'all want.
running
I
I
thought you
get
would
you this.
care.
I would love to.
No, son of a...
This is secretly an Edward R. Murrow recruitment video. We have a bunch of students, a bunch of promising high school seniors.
Treasures.
Yep, they're all watching this and deciding whether or not they'll go to WC. And we're just gonna,
Sarah
film
Stout sat them down, insisted.
No dice.
They said it's our Christmas break, and she said no.
And why is that, if you don't mind me
But this
asking?
speech right here, Ryan, you were always so good. I didn't know this when we hired you, but you would nail these like page-long speeches in one take,
Christmas I'm actually spending with
which
my
made it
friends.
great for editing, but not so
They're
much
good
fun
people.
for bloopers. But
Honest, caring people.
Oh, Ryan gave us some of those
This is the
too.
first
Don't
Christmas
worry.
in my life where I'm not spending
I
it with a
think
bunch of
I
liars
think
and
we only
thieves.
have two.
I think I said some really
First time in my
fucked up
life,
shit.
Nobody's trying to cheat out of my presents.
Yes.
There's a clip of you that I found
That's
where you
awesome.
say exactly that. You
These
say,
people
I've
really
said
do
some
deserve
fucked up
the
shit,
best,
so
and
it's
that includes presents for the
I don't know.
holidays.
That's
I'm doing
serendipity,
everything
I guess.
can.
Are you
I'm gonna give
serious?
them the best.
Yeah.
Like, they're never gonna want to spend another holiday with me ever again.
Dude, yeah.
So I
I
am begging.
I fucking love doing this show
Throw me
so
a bone.
much.
Please.
Well, I mean, you were the main driving force for this to get written. I will give Alex Wright was the main driving force for it, to get edited, but for it to actually get shot, you were you were the driving force for its inception. You were just watching as we conceived this bastard little baby,
I do accept
like a
trade-ins.
dirty
Maybe
little
some
cock, and
valuable,
boy howdy, I couldn't thank you
treasurable
enough for
nice
that,
thing or
Ryan.
two that you can trade in.
No, man. That goes two ways. None of this would have been possible without every single one of us being there.
That's true. That's true. And even then, it very narrowly.
It's some of its parts.
Oh.
Yeah, now we're
It's
talking.
larger than the sum of its parts. It always was.
Oh,
Yeah, you
beautiful.
definitely
Look
get
at
some,
that.
scrap metal out of this.
Ryan.
All right, that works. All
God bless
sales
you.
are final. You have yourself a very good Christmas.
I don't feel things.
Blonde hair. That was past Albert, where Albert had slightly blonder hair on top of his pre-existing blonde hair. Hey, I lost those socks just recently. I think I left them in a hotel room.
Oh.
Yeah.
I am not getting caught.
You know, I'll be completely real with you guys. I thought I was losing hair for a while and my hairline was going back for the past couple of months, but I think my forehead was just always that big.
Just looking back on it.
Why is that funny? That's not funny.
Why is that funny?
I don't think that's funny. Yeah, that's not funny.
I just think foreheads in general are funny, Ryan. I'm sorry. It's nothing to do. It's just, the word.
Why?
Well, because there's not.
Dude, SNL, like the greatest SNL episode ever for Reese would just be an hour of foreheads.
I was about to say, racist.
Oh, it's like because they.
Is that out there?
Yeah. They
Oh,
say
there's my brother
forehead, but
Ethan.
you've only got one of them. So.
And there's Maggie Degamore's hand. Goes to Christmas. Future, I think, was played by 3 people. Because he just couldn't get the scene done. This is maybe the dumbest joke in the special.
What an odd. Why did you put in this?
Alec, do you have anything you want to say about this special? Special guest appearance by my brother Alec, who is credited as a director on it. Any input you have for any of this? One of your favorite scenes is coming up here. Well, you know.
It's the future.
Okay, there is no controversy.
Where do we get so much so short?
Humbug. What is there to be?
Did Alex say this is controversial?
There, this is Alec and Ethan's least favorite scene. They believe it is controversial for one of my character portrayals coming up here.
I thought their least favorite scene was the trash can.
Well, that one they don't like for different. This one they straight up think I should be canceled for. Right here.
Get home for his operation.
My legs don't work too good.
Oh, yep. I mean, I have not a similar thought.
But to be fair, I'm just making fun of a child with polio, and I don't think that's a a fictional child with polio.
I don't think there's a just that should be in there.
And Tiny Tim, if we can't take digs at that little bastard, who can we take digs at?
I mean, in the end, he probably deserves it, right? So,
Oh, so fun fact about this scene is all the original audio was just lost. So everything in this scene from Carol's end is dubbed. So if you see some wonky lip sync, that's why.
I love that.
I don't know why I was like, oh, Reese, let's film your bit in the most echoey bathroom to ever exist.
I know you could pick anywhere.
I mean, yeah. That's
more like it.
I think.
Anybody remember the Merle water fountains that were like right bathroom?
Second floor Merle water fountain, and the Jackson went outside the bathroom. I'll stand by that. That's ooh. Nectar
The water pressure is incredible in those.
Fun fact is, sometimes when it was late at night, we would use it as a bidet when no one was around. Anyways, so this thing.
But like, as long as you were between classes, you were usually pretty safe.
Yeah. I'd say, excuse me, Roberta Kelly, I need to pop out a Palm 300 real quick.
That fucking class. I had to practically retake that when I went down to Arizona.
Another reason not to go to Cronkite.
Yeah, which begs the question again, why?
I was hungry. I thought I really wanted to do just the strict.
Are you hungry? Do you devour?
All right.
I just actually ate food, so I'm all good. Thanks.
What's ours?
But no, man. I looking back, knowing what I know now, knowing what I wanted to do in life at the end of college, I do wish I had dated Merle. I'll say
I can still hear you.
Oh.
That's a win, guys. Ashton Kutcher. This whole thing was set up just to get Ryan to say that.
Not that it matters, really. I mean, I made the choice that I made, but yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I wish I'd stayed there.
Oh, show him.
I definitely would probably be a
Her hair is exponentially longer in this scene.
Yeah, this is the only one I didn't cleverly cut around. You can tell the entire background is different. You're not wearing the same jacket. This is probably the sloppiest I got when it came to editing. I'm
wearing the same sweatshirt.
Take me home.
My
That
hair
internet
happened
troll.
to magically grown by like a foot.
Justin just looks so cute.
Oh, well, that was a given.
Yeah. I look like Hitler Youth, I'll be honest.
Hitler Youth? Is that what you just said?
Scottish Connor says they think he needs to buy us all gifts.
No.
Carol isn't to Scrooge.
Yeah,
She's trying to prove to her crap dad that she's not a failure.
No, this is just.
I could say some really fucked up jokes.
Oh, please do. Please lay us on. Hit us with it, Ryan. What do you got? Hit us with what do you got in the chamber right now? What are you sitting on the
They didn't ruin Christmas.
I did.
I did.
This scene was the least thought out when we shot it. I remember it was just me, Reese, and Justin, and we just shot this scene over and over again from every conceivable angle. So it took the longest to put together. But this is a nice. We get some classic behind-the-scenes giggles from all of us.
Special parties.
There I am wearing Emily's clothes.
Oh, that's right.
I remember that
Could
sweater.
be a time for miracles or a time to hold your friends close. Christmas is about getting that feeling.
I remember that scene. I still have that sweatshirt.
And happiness.
That belongs at Planet Hollywood.
That feeling to
So
those
does
that you love.
Justin's sweater here.
Dude, I should mail my WSU sweatshirt to Merle up because it's in, I think, almost every technical foul episode.
Change man now.
You find a spot in scene storage and just sneak it in there in like a big old plaque.
I was gonna say I would love to get like it framed, put a little plaque, and just like hang it up on the wall. And if anyone says anything, be like, "Oh no, that's Ryan's sweatshirt. You can't take that down." And it just grows to be this biblical.
Is that grand piano still in scene storage?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. Fun fact: Alex Wright almost got his phone stuck in there one time.
That's right.
That's like a
Oh,
nice
he did. He very
I
much
have
got his
footage
phone
of
stuck in there while it was playing music,
Yeah.
doing a scene.
We
was
were
incredible.
we were
So
gonna
you
break
guys
the
wanna know-
piano.
You guys want to know something? I recorded grand piano for a song I'm working on at the studio that I work at, and I the entire time was wishing that it was the Murrow. It was the Murrow grand piano. I was that grand piano is insane.
That was
yeah.
I believe it was Jake Sirianni who saved that, but yeah, when Alex got his phone stuck in it, I do recall it was like seconds away. We were gonna just break it into it essentially, and luckily,
please don't.
Luckily,
But that was the discussion. Yeah.
I very well might find a way to like buy that one day because I really like that.
30 cents.
You could probably take it, I imagine.
I was about to say, if you just
probably-
did, nobody would notice.
Yeah.
you probably walk in there.
How the hell would I get away with that though?
You put it in a truck during the middle of the summer.
Yeah, they got the couch out on wheels once. It'll
That's
fit
true.
into
That's
the
true.
it'll fit into the elevator.
There's like that whole garage
That thing would
door.
not fit into the elevator. There's no way.
You don't even need to go through the door. There's like that garage door that
Yeah.
leads out to that little pathway in between Murrow and Jackson, and you can roll down the hill.
That's
well.
You could ride it.
Could you imagine seeing that thing just roll down a fucking hill and then me just chasing after it?
God.
I think that's
I
true
heard-
and to technical foul.
That should be a shot we should have gotten. It's just running down the hill up
A piano.
Chasing after a grand piano.
I remember we left these Christmas decorations up for almost a year just so we could slowly pick off some of these shots.
And you mean a lot to us, so we figured we could swap our time.
Yes.
Christmas the Cali way.
Thanks, you guys.
Is this the scene where Ryan was really hungry?
I hope it's everything.
This was meat browns. We were like about to eat meat browns. We just had to finish this scene. So if you look in some of the wide shots, we all look very tired and hungry, even though it's supposed to be like the big emotional climax. There are scenes where,
I'm no capacity.
there's scenes where we are all visibly pissed that we're still there filming.
We're all trying to go and eat.
Yeah, eat and smoke. Yeah.
Wait, was that the day of the meat browns?
Yeah,
That was like
we were
yeah.
right after this.
It was like
also-
literally we were running into like we were colliding with the time that the events was supposed to start, and so everyone was
That
hungry
shit
because
was stupid good. Like it didn't need to be good. It shouldn't have been good. But that shit was stupid good.
Magic and
I think this was also Ash's birthday, if I recall correctly.
looking at you guys and all we've done together.
Oh.
Look, I am to meet you.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
it was a day for the history books. This one was.
Yeah, I got dumped. I got dumped on that day. The boy I was dating for like 6 months told me he didn't love me anymore on that day. I had
Drank a whole watermelon sours.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
I did. And then I cried for a long time in Noah's bathroom.
And special guest, I invited that boy. No.
John, where you at?
By the way, I got you a little.
He's as part of this as the rest of us.
How? Let's just say I have my ways.
Boy, howdy. Do you know him and Reed had a whole conversation a few months ago?
Don't spoil all my guest stars, Ash.
When worlds collide.
Sometimes, and sometimes you don't want to go home.
Honestly, you know.
I just want you to know
At this
you're one of the smartest, most hardworking people that I've ever met.
This scene, Emily, you wouldn't stop smiling at Justin, so there's like 7 outtakes of Justin just going, does she have to be here right now? Can we have someone stand in? And then there's a part where we tried to like approximate the eye line, and Justin we're like, okay, look down at Emily, and Justin, you look right at the floor, and Emily screams, not that short! I hate you guys! So, you know,
Hey, you guys, look at this.
Oh my god.
the
We
tracks.
could compare her to like the gnome in Nomeo and Juliet.
Oh, yes. Now I'm constantly referred to as Penelope from Wreck-It Ralph. Like so many.
God.
That's
Holy shit. Yeah.
People compare me to Penelope from Wreck-It Ralph. I'm like, that's not right.
For the longest time, I thought this shot was the outside of Murrow, but it just isn't. I just shot the wrong building.
It's close.
It looks pretty close. It looks like it.
And then this.
How did you fuck that up?
Well, so, because I was like, oh, it's the one with the pointy bit, which it just isn't.
No,
and then
that's Thompson.
No way, you were there. You spent 4 years there.
Yeah, and most nights. Oh boy. Well, that's the special. We got some credits.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to read them, but these
No.
are...
It's, you know.
Oh, the Keep Calm and More monster. Ooh, that vest on Lucy is now mine.
That's a high quality picture to use for that.
Yes.
This part, I have a
Well,
very old computer, and trying to do these graphics damn near killed her. But this was like my sticking point. I was like, no, it's not technical foul unless I have the Goofy cut out. Another reason it took 3+ years to edit. But yeah, that's the Christmas special. If you guys are ever interested, every person here I wrote a little paragraph about. So, you know.
Like, why did you have to make the font yellow on a swirling red and blue?
Hey, Ash, where were you when it came to edit this?
Where were you?
Because it's Christmas.
Like, how was it?
I was drinking my
I
wine.
offered my help.
I offered my
Also,
help
I would like to
like,
point
I
out,
do just think
I offered to fully edit this on
That's true.
multiple occasions.
Both Reese and I believe Lucy both offered to edit this, and me being the conceited son of a bitch. No.
I remember Noah screaming, in fact, during a Cable A meeting, Cable A meetings, went, "This is my burden to bear!"
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you read through these, so my computer, for some reason I was like, the way I did it was dumb. I have like a bootleg, not a bootleg, but like a stripped down Premiere that I've been using since 8th grade. But anyways, so I got one shot to write all of this, and if I stopped for too long, my computer would shut down. So there are so many spelling errors in these credits, just because I could not stop to like proofread it. So everything I write about everyone too is just like off the dome. So fun fact about the Technical Foul Christmas special. But anyways, holy cow, we did it.
Yeah.
Shout out Paul McCartney.
Can you watch it again, but with sound?
Probably not. We probably can't.
We could try. The audio track is behind a premium subscription service, actually. So you know, you get the visuals for free and you pay for the sound, which is my motto. But anyways, yeah.
It's a fucking ripoff.
You're gonna see Justin's
Hey,
tech.
Noah.
What?
Hey, Noah. I think your motto is a fucking ripoff.
And you know, if there is anything that encapsulates the Technical Foul spirit, it's a ripoff. Let's see.
It's something that took a lot of effort and was very heartfelt, and we're immediately just like, "Fuck you, fuck you for making that. Make it better."
That you know, for the most part, that's. I'm trying to think if there was any deleted scenes, but really no. Pretty much everything we shot and was usable ended up in that 37-minute beast.
Exist.
Someone asked if the fans, and I think it may have been.
What did you say? So you pulled away from Mike for a second
sorry.
there when you were saying the last one.
Someone asked if the in-house font I used was Comic Sans, and I believe the answer is yes. To just really put the finishing kiss on that special. But yeah, boy howdy hey. Yeah. Well, I got
Let's
some.
go around and share a favorite memory.
That's adorable. Justin, would you like to start?
I sure would. What encapsulates the whole Christmas special to me was the scene where I was on the balcony actively throwing change at Lucy, going, "Little boy, while people were in the parking lot going to class that morning.
Yeah.
But Ashley was on top of a random car, I think, twerking.
Yes.
Yelling at me.
And people were crying because it was raining and we weren't sure if we could film still.
Yeah.
I was having a grand time.
It was like 20 degrees
That's my
out.
favorite day.
It was freezing cold.
There's a great clip I have of Reese has the camera framed and he goes, "Okay, action," and then just some stranger walks out of a door and Reese goes, "Oops, never mind." And the look on the guy's face is truly priceless.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was all filmed from like the balcony just above our apartment where we were just absolute menaces. Which
by the end, I'm surprised we didn't get evicted from that apartment between all the shit we pulled.
Absolutely shocked. Yeah.
Emily, do you have a fond memory? Just one.
Just one singular one. Sorry, I'm kind of high. I'm blanking.
I agree.
Like I literally had a moment.
Well said.
As soon as I got put on the spot, it left my brain.
That was beautiful.
Here we go.
Great job.
That's also my favorite memory.
We're so proud of you.
I guess, Meat Browns was kind of fun, quirky, and funky fresh.
Tasted like none of those things, I'm sure.
It tasted funky.
No, it was
fresh.
It was quite the time. I remember Justin decided to smoke for the first time, and I think it was like Girl Scout. And he he took lots and lots of puffs off, and it was great.
I was high. Yeah, I was high as fuck then.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had war fly.
No, that's totally fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. That night was not great for me.
If I were to put this special in black and white, it could function as just an extended Vietnam War flashback. Let's see. Beef. What? Slap me in a memory.
Oh, yeah. Can I say I'm high too?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I don't have that excuse. No, let's see. Christmas specials specifically. I don't know. When it comes to like something iconic for Technical Foul, it really comes down to one of a couple of things that really have cemented themselves in my brain. And there was one day where we ate bananas. We probably ate like 20 bushels of bananas. I'm not sure exactly what they were used for. Exactly. I don't know if they ever showed up on camera at any point. But we spent like a set day eating like 5,000 bananas. And that's burned into my head. I don't know what we were doing that day, but that's there.
I think you guys had the keels for a scene.
Yeah. They were going to be in a closet. It was, that and Meat Mountain, I think, just because the sheer defeat of that day.
I hate we did Meat Mountain.
So I was kind of setting up the stream earlier, but Meat Mountain, Reese hit the nail on the head earlier. It was one scene that we had shot all the way through, and two of the people in the scene were very out of it. They were very, very much in the Technical Foul spirit and couldn't remember lines, or thought lines were like weird, and so they'd stop mid-scene and be like, "That's a weird line." And also, for whatever reason, we were shooting in a room that had to look empty, so we had to like move my bed out of my room, like take all the furniture, and so we shot the whole scene. It was just like a 4 or 5 hour day of us just shooting that one scene. And we went back to check the audio, and like I think it was the first 5 seconds of the first clip had sound, and then it just cut out. And that was like our third time. That was when we got kicked out of that apartment we tried filming in without permission. It was a show apartment.
We set up a whole set in there for somebody to come in. Noah, you fucking lied your ass off, and I just remember being like, I didn't know Noah had that in him.
I had a convoluted story. It was miserable because we had already like we had lost all that footage essentially. Like there was no way we were gonna be able to dub it because it was just so much. And I remember that was like the closest I've ever come to just like breaking after a shoot, where I was just like, I don't know what to do. I was gonna go just drive my car and stare into the sun. But then Ryan, being the beautiful man you are, you were like, you know, everyone was just kind of quiet because I was like, there's no audio. And then there was a pregnant pause, and Ryan just goes, "You guys want to get Meat Mountains from Arby's?" And it was one of those things where I was just so sad. I was like, yeah, I do. And then that's become one of my favorite memories. And if that's not
Dude, those fucking things were so gross. You wanna know what I remember about the Meat Mountains? This doesn't count on my technical foul thing, but like what I remember about the Meat Mountains is the meat, the vast majority of it was cold, and then there was like a kind of warm chicken tender in the middle, leading the entire thing to be completely room temperature.
That's the beauty of Arby's. It's self-contained heating system.
It's really just bad.
You guys remember the?
Oh my!
Yeah, I was on the phone, probably questioning a lot.
Dude. Dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God.
I was gonna say not to put you on blast for the Meat Mountains, and we can move on after this. But I believe, Reese, that was also a night where you made your own concoction of.
Now, okay, yeah. I mean, I had a lot going on that night. Okay, because I also, due to I believe some external pressures, I also got a milkshake.
Yes.
That night I ate a full.
That was because I didn't
fries.
want to feel like shit about myself.
You know, and so I decided to join Ryan.
I wasn't there, but I do.
In the absolute just gluttony of the whole event. I'm lactose intolerant, so the milkshake, you know, stirred things up a little bit. And then I went back to my dorm. So is that the dorm in this? I was at the dorm at that time.
Yeah.
It was wild. Yeah. And then I went back to my dorm, and I had been working on a little something for myself. You know. Homemade,
you know,
it known to perhaps cause nausea if induced in this way. Well, hopefully that part, but you know, that's kind of a crapshoot as we find out. And so I decided I'm real tired. I'm gonna be up all night. My stomach is just real full, so this is the best time. And I chugged that boy down, and then I puked a lot that day. At night, the next morning. You know, it was a whole event. Didn't digest most of the Meat Mountain, which I think is probably for the best.
Yeah.
Overall, you know, but yeah, that was a night. It worked a little bit, a tiny half bit, but you know.
But we can't say that wasn't just the Meat Mountain's psychedelic properties that it contains when you mix that much meat.
That's the thing. There's probably equal odds that the psychedelic issues were related to the meat more so than the actual.
Of course, the bucket you puked in was later used for the shoot.
And that's how we bring it all back together.
It's possible. That bucket floated around a lot. And in fact, I think, you know what makes it worse, actually? Because the thing is, the reason I remember that bucket, I'm remembering more about the bucket now. That wasn't our bucket originally.
No, it was not. It was
that belonged
the Bussy
to
Bob
the
bucket.
Bussy Bob house.
Yeah.
The Bussy Bob bucket.
And we gave it back.
We did.
Credit.
We did.
Does somebody want to tell me why it always comes back to Meat Mountains?
Ryan, I ask myself that every day.
What if that's
you know, it's that's our Vietnam, baby. That's what binded us together. Even people who aren't there heard the legends. And if Technical Foul was anything, it was legends being told whispered through the halls of academia, and people doubting and then seeing and saying, okay.
Some say that you can still see the shadows of Meat Mountains in the walls of the storage room.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
I can feel
Like
the
a
shadows
Batman.
of the Meat Mountains in the walls of my bowels.
It's like a Batman symbol on the walls of Reese's bowels, just like a shadow of Meat Mountain.
I was gonna say,
Put it in there.
what people don't know is that's how we got the Zoom call together. Is I just threw a Meat Mountain on a flashlight, and just shined it into the sky. And next thing I know, we were all on the internet together. So
it's pretty crazy how it works.
I was gonna say, Ash, do you have a Technical Foul memory you want to talk about?
Oh boy. I feel like I've got a lot of memories that I reference. The first time I ever drank an energy drink in its entirety was editing for Technical Foul. and I believe it was one of Reese's, and I just drank it because I didn't want him to get to.
That was very good of you. Can I just say that's very good of you because Reese, you needed to be stopped.
I wish I had good intentions with it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even out of like Reese's best interest.
God damn it. And it's still not. It's still not.
It's a twist off.
You gotta get the big one. I
know that was
got 4 more in my fridge.
Reese could save that for later. And that's why it's beautiful.
But I know I remember
Reese, I'm
drinking
like-
that and then like running around, like sprinting around Murrow as you guys are just like editing nonstop. I remember screaming at you guys, I need to run a marathon. I need to run a marathon right now. And the next thing I remember is waking up on Reese's feet under the table as he was editing.
Like a little house cat.
Just curled up in a ball. I'm like, where am I? I'm like, oh, it's Reese. What's up? There's like cables running under my back.
I mean, if it were up to me, all nights would end with us sleeping on Reese as a collective. But, you know.
Sleeping on Reese's feet.
Yeah.
Like he's a saint.
Curled up like a little pets at Reese's feet. Not sexual, not kinky, just full of love.
No, well,
Line
I
out
mean,
of
you're
the
not allowed
gutter.
to sleep on my feet unless it's both sexual and kinky. So
well,
you're gonna have some work to do there, Beans.
No, but it
I
was,
know Justin can make it no problem now. That's
like I don't remember falling asleep at all, so I must have just like fucking crashed hard. And
I mean,
you know, it was a cozy time.
in fairness, I don't remember pretty much any of the editing nights across the board. Those were pretty much just all like sleep deprivation
Yeah.
and being really mad at the AC and the fucking vending machines in that downstairs Jackson that we filmed next to all the goddamn time, and the audio down there from like every 2 minutes, the background audio would change drastically.
Yeah. And
I
we never
remember,
learned. It was never like
Every time I would go to Com 201 right next to those fucking vending machines, I would think of Reese.
There was one night early on when I was newer to editing, and I was real mad at the vending machines.
I was gonna say, Lucy, you have an interesting perspective when it comes to the Christmas special because you really carried the ass half of this bad boy over the finish line, so to speak.
I did.
Well, I think most, if not all, the reshoots or everything after Ryan initially left, I believe, was either shot by you or co-shot by you. Going through the audio and extra video files I have, so you really helped this dilapidated beast. Just you kicked it until it had the life in it to get over that that finish line.
Yeah, I just remember moments of filming in that office and all four and times when Reese was in a diaper for no apparent reason.
I was asked.
I don't think there was ever. I don't remember what it was about. It was just it was Ashley filming Noah writing, and I'm not sure why Reese was in a diaper, but
I was
necessary.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There's one.
Was it for something else that we were filming?
Thrown in one a few times.
There's one throwaway line because Reese plays Carol's father in that. There's one throwaway line where Reese says, "Oh, I forgot my pants," and it pans down and it's Reese in a diaper. And that, for me, that was enough. That was not in the original script. I believe Diaper Reese was birthed out of a Justin Spinney. Was that Mafia that Diaper Reese came to be?
I remember I bought the diapers from the Pullman Safeway, and I used my parents' Safeway card with the Just For You thing, and they still get ads to this day for that type of diaper, which I'm really thrilled about.
That's amazing.
I see him around every now and then.
Good.
I saw them a lot when I was working as a caregiver. So
I had a screensaver for a long time that was Reese in a diaper. I believe he was in one of the door moving carts, standing in that with the diaper with the sword over his head. And I've never seen a more powerful image. It's a beauty.
That's an image.
Okay.
Wow.
Justin, just for my own sake, didn't Reese film like a Survivor or like a Bachelor audition tape that was just like totally ancillary to everything? Those just like exist.
Not only did we film, I believe we submitted it.
We did submit those. We did submit that. That was.
We did. I think we did that one. Then we did like Love Island or something too. There were two I remember.
Where is this?
We did a few of them. I feel like they're on something because I feel like we used them somewhere. It was me, Justin, and Cameron, I believe.
I think Sam Petrie was there too.
I think so. This was like a late night edit bay thing.
I don't remember why we were there or why we decided to do that, but boy did we.
I know why we decided to do it. We decided to do it because we saw a bunch of just, actually, no, I don't know why. We found like game shows, and then we were like, let's see how many of these we could sign up for. And then
they were really good though. We just put you in a diaper and we were like, Reese, say why you'd be good at Survivor, and you went. Like we had 5 minutes of content just from that. It was gorgeous.
Wait, no, that was used for Mafia. That was used in Mafia.
The Survivor audition tape?
Yeah, bits and pieces of it. I think it was used as stuff for the sheriff.
Right?
Was it? I think that was separate.
Burn on your lip. Oh my god.
Do another fucking that way.
There's some longer clips of it, but this is a good. Just Reese in a diaper.
A lot of them involve a diaper, though.
Most of
diaper sales are going to go way up in Pullman, and everyone's going to be like, this is interesting.
Oh, there were also look at that.
Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah.
Gotta get the zoom.
Filmed by Marvin Marcello.
He insisted.
That is Marv's work.
No, if only.
Also, I love that you start with a burn on his leg. And then
Oh my lord. Well, okay.
Oh, is that on there?
Yeah, you could see it very precisely in that shot.
I was gonna say, before we get to the burn, last but not least, Ryan, do you have a Tentacle Foul Christmas special or just memory in general that you want to share?
Can I share a couple? Kind of, and none of them are really necessarily. None of them are really necessarily about anything in particular, but just kind of the things that resonate with me the most when I think back to Technical Foul. And I've told you this story many times, Noah. Just at the time when I had gotten that show, gotten the opportunity to be on that show to begin with, I was just so not very happy with my life. And then that just turned everything around. And I think probably the minute when I really knew that is when we were starting to film the basketball scene in the first episode, and we were finishing that up, and it was really cold, and we were going into Stimson, I think it was, to warm up occasionally, and we really had no business being in there, but we were just going in there and just warming up, and people were just walking by us who are these fucking weirdos, just kind of going back and forth and starting to really kind of going back and forth from filming and then warming up, and just kind of doing that with people. That sort of repetition made me kind of realize I think I'm doing something right now.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And then fast forward, and I don't know why that is. But it's kind of bizarre, right? But that's kind of what I felt at the time. And then I remember fast forward a little bit, going to the Christmas special, and I had read some of the lines when I was walking to Murrow, and I was thinking man, I don't know what this is gonna be like. It had felt like it had been a really long time since we had done that. And then the minute I sit down at the desk, in that far back right corner where Ari used to sit when she was VP. I remember just sitting down and just kind of hearing everybody just do their normal fucking chatter, and Noah laughing and Justin saying dumb shit, and instantly I knew it was going to be a cakewalk filming, and it was just yep, right back to where we started. Nothing's changed, and in some ways I feel exactly like that walking into this Zoom. It's just like that. Nothing changes, which is I think that's kind of a symbolism, I guess, of Technical Foul in general. It is what it is, and it's going to be what it is, and that's the best part about it. If that makes sense. Long ramble.
That was fucking beautiful, my man. I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, Ryan. How freaking sweet of you, man. I mean, coming from me personally, there was, I think Tentacle Foul was an, I would say, an okay show made excellent by the folks who worked on it. We got so lucky. I mean, I recall, and I think, Ash and Reese were both there for the audition process. Well, even having Ash and Reese was dynamite. I knew I found two people crazier, as crazy and much more talented than me, and that's when that's when I knew we were going to do it.
I just showed Reese Hot Rod on my birthday. I made some people watch it because I'm like, I have a captive audience. It was the first time Reese ever watched Hot Rod, and I just have that vivid memory of like you guys asking me what my favorite movie was in Technical Foul, and me saying Hot Rod.
Yeah.
And you guys asked me about the like who would win in a fight, a grilled cheese or a taco.
Oh man, those. Well, I was gonna say
God.
Our auditions were.
Now Ryan is conflicted.
And that's really why I brought you here. But I remember auditions specifically. The only person I knew who I really wanted was Justin as Kelly Buckets, which we almost blew by going too long in the first. Like, that's the only preconceived person. I was like, we got to get Justin in here. Because I was like, Justin, and then we almost blew that because we went so long in our auditions. Justin wasn't able to audition until the second day. And then when Justin finally did audition, we all yelled. We went, Justin! And then ran out of the room.
For a little bit of time. Like, I was sitting there just alone.
And then I
You know what one of my, like... Sorry, no, go ahead.
No, keep going. Yeah, go for it.
I think one of my, like, oddly enough, my most, like Murrow memory, like some of my most vivid memories of Murrow were late at night because I had the late shift for Master Control.
Well, yeah.
And
not about those.
Literally just start by the end of the night, I was just doing nothing but watching Technical Foul and just putting in the DVDs of Technical Foul every single time. Yeah. And then, like, just literally, I probably watched like every episode like 4 times, and then just sitting back there doing nothing and just watching our show over and over and over again, not giving a fuck about who was watching on the other side.
100%.
Master Control and watching Technical Foul late at night were like two things that came together that I look back on and I'm just like, yeah, that was Murrow. That was like my time at Murrow.
Wow.
Well, I
remember listening.
Oh, Willie.
He
comes on every Zoom
nobody
stream.
really knows how to use Master Control anymore.
Is
Wilson still there?
He graduated last year. And he's living in Spokane currently as a news job here.
Why are we all hanging out with him right now?
Well, I know this because I called him to ask for the password to the Master Control computers. And I called him and I was like, "Oh, Wilson, I miss you. It's great to hear your voice. How are you? What's up?" And then he just the most monotone voice. Get to the point, Ashley. Why did you call me? Oh, okay. Well, to be honest with you, you need a password, Wilson.
Oh, Wilson knew the real reason. A password to his heart, maybe.
One may never know.
God. Oh my God. No, I know. Wilson FaceTimed me multiple times during quarantine, and I feel like I got like a very special glimpse into Wilson's life.
You got Wilson uncut.
Very honored. Yeah. Like, he sent me crow videos. Like, have you guys got crow videos from Wilson? No, I don't think so.
I'm disappointed.
Wow.
And I can only hope that's innuendo for something.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Wait,
to see some Wilson.
Yeah.
Did Justin share a memory?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Do you have a general memory?
I hope it was Wilson with nothing but like his crow in the hat. That's all that's all I want from Wilson.
You want to know another memory I have? Dude, filming the last episode on like a Saturday, and I was still kind of drunk from the night before, and it was like 9:30 in the morning, and it was like the end of the year, and people were kind of starting to move out, and it was 10:30 when we finished, and I remember talking with Emily and Justin on the way to the shoot and on the way back about how right at 11 I was going to be ordering Domino's.
I think I vaguely remember that. I think I vaguely remember the Domino's talk as well, because I think it was,
like I was literally just like right when I get back to my fucking Domino, like intense about it, and why that is a memory, I don't really know, but it seems to me that the talk of pizza at the time foreshadowed the talk of pizza that would exist in the Christmas special. I'm not saying I caused it, but I'm saying I caused it.
I'm also having this like simultaneous memory, and I think it might have been the same day. If it's the one you're talking about, with we were at Stimson and we were with like Mel, Jared, Calista, like everybody, like Chloe for the final. Because this day, like I had gotten my period that day, and I like didn't realize it. I think no one remembers. I was sitting there filming, and I was like, "Oh fuck." And I just like had a sneeze or a cough, and I fucking felt it all down my legs. And I was like, someone needs to take this. Someone needs to take this. And I sprinted back to Hillside, and I just had blood.
That's where you went.
My legs.
That's where you went. You disappeared during like half.
Oh, where did you go for so long? And I was like, I had to pee.
We're coming together now.
The stars just start turning, the planets align. I see Jesus in my mind's eye. I'm like, it all makes sense now.
I'm so surprised, like, none of you realized, because, like, I was wearing light-colored pants. I just, like, looked down, and I was like, fuck!
Actually, you could have been wearing, like, white pants and been standing right in front of us, and I would have been like, Ashley, drop some strawberries, with how observant I was during those shoots.
Drop some strawberries.
I'm glad. I was like,
I feel like that's a euphemism.
Falling in my door. Like, they're gonna think I'm so gross, like fucking freaking out.
Well, Ashley, like, saw us all just, like, 3 days no sleep, just being like, shovel some nos in my mouth, Reese, so I can click at it.
Is that the sun, or are those just bright lights?
Exactly.
Ashley, I was way too in love with the idea of pizza at the time. To be focused on anything other than that.
Really,
I thought you were gonna say me, to be honest.
That's what I heard as well.
No, pizza.
It's the way pizza and period. And that's really why I brought you here. I was gonna say, jumping back to auditions, I remember we wanted Spinny. And we got that Spinny. And then I remember, Emily, you made, we gave you some pretty innocuous lines to read, because originally Carol was a much more kind of just antagonistic, just like, I'm the person bringing them down, but you read them with such sass and power. I remember there was someone in the audition room was like, I think Emily doesn't like me. I was like, no, I don't think that's true. And he was like, no, did you hear her read those lines? Like, I think she doesn't like me. And that's when I knew. I was like,
I think we all know who this is.
And I was like, well, that's when I knew that Emily had gotten it. And then Ryan, I remember Scott was a tricky character because he's inherently, lying to everyone. And you were like the only one to bring like enough love and care to it to be likable while you were actively being a shithead, essentially. That we were like, you were just like, so, yeah.
You know, it's funny. I do not remember a single other audition that I did that time around other than Technical Foul. I don't remember. I know I applied for everything, but Technical Foul was the only one that I remember doing.
Probably because it lasted.
What?
Oh, I just remember when we were doing the casting for that, and we were really worried about not getting Ryan, because we were like, Ryan is going to be Scott. He'd like sets up for that, reads the line with great confidence, so we can have him doing this con man and everything.
We were like, he's new. Everyone's going to sweep him
Yeah,
up.
like we gotta watch out.
Back up so that we can like trade. Also, I think we got everyone we wanted for every role, except for we wanted, obviously, someone to play Albert, because that's a lot to just cast the fucking director.
Not at all.
I think it was Aaron Moffat we wanted, and then he got stolen by Dice.
stolen by Cameron Limes, just like my freaking heart.
Noah, that was so perfect having you though as Al. I mean, like I can't imagine it in any other scenario.
It's
like,
true.
I can't imagine it.
Well, you guys flatter me. I think it worked well because I knew I essentially had the built-in caveat of me being like, listen, you guys, I'm here with you while I'm asking you to jump in trash and roll around on the ground. I'm like, I'm acting too. This producer guy's a real dick. While it was actually me.
When you had to fight yourself, I was like, yeah, we can commit to anything he asked us to do. He did that.
That was really me working through some inner turmoil. I was like, oh, that was
That was a bitch to film.
yes. That was what I loved about Tentacle Foul is, and maybe it was to our detriment, but like I said, it wouldn't have worked without all of y'all. But literally, no one ever said no, which is why we just were always like, okay, and now Carol's a pretend cop and she's gonna kick down the door and like grab Kelly and Albert's neck, and Emily's like, yeah.
We're gonna call Emily at like 2 a.m.
Oh my God,
like
yes.
Saturday after she's been waiting for Justin for hours. and
On
we're gonna
Valentine's
say,
Day, I
we
believe.
lost,
Yeah.
Rob. We lost this
That's right.
footage.
I totally had lingerie on under there. And we went to bed. We went to bed.
I also have lingerie on, weirdly.
I remember that.
Ryan knows.
Is just wear lingerie.
Yeah, I do.
The amount of clips we have of us all just voraciously hitting on Justin while Emily's just there. I mean, God bless.
Yo, Noah, you know what you should do? Do you have all of that footage still? I'm sure you do.
I have bits and pieces. The only footage I have in its entirety these days is the Christmas special. Unfortunately, a lot of that stuff on various Murdo computers over the years.
You know what we should do? We should find a way to get a hold of all of the footage and put it all into one massive WeTransfer file for all of us to have.
That would be pretty fun. I'll look into that. I was gonna say, and this is a little secret, but before I knew what I was gonna do the next semester, there exists a script for Tentacle Foul season 2, the pilot episode. Before I knew I wanted to do VP of TV, that I've been sitting on for a while. So maybe we'll do another reunion special down the road, a live table read of what could have been. I haven't looked at it in some time.
Man.
So.
I was thinking about that today. I was like, I was thinking about it as I was cooking dinner. I was like, didn't Noah start writing a season 2?
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like 90% sure you did. Dude, I'd be so down. I'm in Indiana. I'm in like the Pullman of states. So like I'm a little bit far away.
Well, hey, listen.
States.
I like the Pullman Estates.
You know what it could be? You know what it could be? You know what you could do?
Wait.
If we actually really wanted to bang something out, Scott's in jail can only FaceTime from jail.
That's doable.
That's very doable. I feel like.
The whole thing is getting Scott out of jail.
Yeah.
That's something.
And then the last episode,
we
you
have
meet
a
up with
reunion
Ryan.
at the end
Yeah, I
of
was
it.
gonna say. By that we will have crowdfunded enough money for like 6 plane tickets to Indiana, which I bet only costs like what is it, $30? Who the hell wants to go to that state?
I love that we're going to Indiana too. And
yeah, we're all going to Indiana.
Yep.
Dude, it's super cheap. The only issue is you got to fly into like Chicago and then fly into the airport that's in my town, Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne, baby. We're putting it on the calendar. That's the new Tentacle Foul promise. We're going to Fort Wayne, baby. Even if Ryan doesn't live there anymore, we're reuniting.
Yeah, we're all
I'm gonna be here for I'll be here for the foreseeable future. But that's actually not a bad idea. Like where I would be more than happy to help edit that. But yeah, we could
Ryan.
just do nothing but Zoom FaceTimes and stuff. Like, and I'm like behind bars in like just literally right here, and I like here, like hold on, wait.
Yes.
Ooh, we got some props. We have some props.
Is that more ice cream? Is that round 2 or is that the old one?
I can turn like that back light
this
on,
is-
but if I really wanted to make
I just want y'all to know that I ate this during the. Oh my god! It's
We got
But so this is like
this meeting.
we got Empty Lucy ice cream and we got
Mostly just
Ryan in
the
a dingy
bits.
jail cell.
That's
flickering lights.
The way I always wanted it.
so this is so I never had to buy light bulbs before, and I bought the wrong ones for this, and it only works if I have it all the way up, but if I have it down, it creates like this like thing. So this actually isn't a bad idea.
That's fantastic.
There's something there.
That's great.
I was gonna say we have a few questions from audience members. And I think the one that everyone has really been asking, which I guess it's time to address, is let me pull it. Eric Moulton asked if we've ever considered would you ever reboot with the story around a chicken and call it Tentacle Fowl, but spelled like FOWL?
Oh,
And
there's a
Haven't we
thing
made that joke
that plays
before?
on that same exact pun.
Haven't we made that joke? I thought we had.
I'm sure we have.
Well, no,
I'm
No, I think that was
we
totally
had.
original. I don't think anyone's ever thought of that one before.
But
Like, that seems like kind of a stretch. Technical foul, technical bird, right?
the real question that everyone wants to know is why did it take over 3 years to release? And honestly, I'll take the brunt of that bad boy. It was just a lot of just editing in my free time. I remember very distinctly being on jobs in various states, just whipping out my laptop, chipping away at it, and ego, because so many people offered to help me edit it, to which I said, no, it will be me. So if you want someone to blame,
You felt like you were gonna lose your sense of identity if you stopped editing it.
I
like,
will
that's
say
what you
a
knew
nice
so
treat
long.
every year, which is part of the reason I wanted to do this, is every year since we filmed that, I basically got to see everyone again by going through the footage and like re-editing. And this year it genuinely felt empty because I was like, shit, like, there's not that pressure. There's not that feeling that I get to like relive all these memories. So being the narcissist I am, I was like, let's get on Zoom, baby. Let's do it. And God bless y'all for doing that with us.
Let's make this monthly. January, everyone bring me mountains.
Ooh, yeah. Wait, once a year.
No.
Once.
No.
Once a
New
year.
Year's?
No.
we all get
New
meat
Year's
mountains.
Eve. We
We
New
have to
Year's
eat
Eve.
them.
We
Ooh.
eat meat mountains together.
Okay, how about this? New Year's Eve, if you don't finish your meat mountain by midnight, some sort of curse. Maybe you have to edit the next Christmas special. Something along those lines. I'm not sure. We can probably work out some kind of punishment, but I think it really.
Guys, I'm
I think a
thinking-
curse is probably the way to go.
Sorry, that's
I love
against
that.
my belief.
I was gonna say, if we don't finish the Meat Mountains, I delete the Christmas special and every piece of footage we have for it. So we'll
There we
only
go.
live.
Quick question here. Quick question. If you're a vegetarian and you don't want to eat a meat mountain, what do you do?
Just replace everything with like slices of potato.
I'll do that. I'll do
Potato
that.
snap?
A lot of
Okay.
comments.
I'm down for a
I got
potato.
it. I can do that.
It's just gonna be about half a foot of potato.
I make some fire jackfruit floppy joes,
That sounds good.
and
Ah.
I'll just do a bunch of those.
And
Wait,
again,
Ryan, are you vegetarian now?
It's so backtrack a little bit. I was vegetarian before I met you guys.
Ooh.
And I've now been vegetarian pretty much since the beginning of the pandemic.
Wow.
Wow, that's a long streak.
Yeah, that's cool.
Pretty cool.
I still eat fish and chicken. I can't. Those are the two I have such a hard time cutting out. But I'm dairy free and red meat free for the most part.
So technical.
Yeah, red
fowl
meat's
in
the
your
killer.
diet?
Yeah.
I was gonna say a couple other questions we got. As you may have known, I threw out a wide net asking people. I told them, send us your hardest hitting questions and we'll answer every single one of them. To which someone just replied anonymously, "How tall are you?"
5'1".
Who's you?
That's for us to decide.
How tall are you?
5'3",
Yeah.
6 in my docs. So that's all that matters.
Nice.
6 foot, no big deal.
Yeah, I'm sitting at a solid 6'10", you know, just towering over the rest of the crew.
That made it hard to film.
Ross, please stop talking about your penis.
That's right.
But it adds so much extra height.
You would balance on it like a kangaroo does on its tail, and we'd be like, Reese, none of these shots are usable. One, because they're too high up, and two, we can't stop staring at your big hog.
It's just like, I mean,
No
I'm
matter
not
what
tired,
happens,
you
if
know?
we have Reese's penis is always going to be the center of it.
I like
Just how it-
Reese's penis as like a Reese's Pieces substitute. I don't know what it would be.
I was just thinking. I was
Yeah.
just thinking that.
Someone else asked, what song describes your life right now?
Thriving by Upsall.
I would say Justin's version of Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Justin.
That's a classic.
Wonderwall.
Stop.
Wonderwall is great.
Today is gonna be the day.
Consider yourself muted.
Eating meat mountain. Ryan, you've got a guitar. You can play Wonderwall for us.
Yeah, throw out some Wonderwall.
I'd have to say number
Do you
9.
really want that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ryan, play us some Wonderwall right
For
now.
me,
right this
Shadow
minute.
Days by John Mayer.
And I'll say Wonderwall.
I'm gonna say whatever.
It's gonna be the
shift
day,
to
and they're
is.
gonna throw it back
Back
to
to
you.
you.
Wait, Lucy, what did you say?
I didn't.
Okay.
Next question anonymously asked was, have you ever gotten into a fist fight?
I used to imagine it a lot when I was falling asleep. You know, that'd be my my go-to, my dreams.
Yeah, you get that.
Why?
Tell yourself stories.
I couldn't tell you.
I got into a fight. I guess it wasn't a fist fight. It was more of like slapping, nails, biting, hair kind of fight. And I was in 7th grade, and it was because some bitch put salt and pepper into my root beer. And so I poured it on her head, and then I tackled her. And it was, ugly.
As you do.
We got
Got it
a
coming.
timeout at the birthday
She
party.
had it coming.
She did!
She had it coming. Yeah.
Shaylin. Whoever you were.
You finished it.
We had a complicated friendship.
Jesus.
That happens, you know. I was in some fist fights as a young boy, but I don't think those really count so much because children fighting children isn't, I think, typically a fist fight sort of a scenario.
That's true. It is my favorite sport, though, and I think that needs to be put on record. Thank you. Dumb.
Welcome.
Those child fights are great. They put like 12 into an octagon and just let them go nuts.
That's actually how we got the idea for Technical Foul. We threw a typewriter in there, and whatever came out.
Just
is,
whatever came out. Yeah. It's crazy when they throw the knives.
I've never gotten in a fist fight. Someone one time said that I should meet them in the whatever the gym is at WSU. The rec, yeah. It was a whole situation. I put a donut on a girl's car. I knew the girl. He was a shitty guy. Anyways, I didn't end up fighting, though I regret it because I think it would have been really funny.
I'm so confused, Noah.
Me too, Ryan.
Put a donut on a
So
car.
Sounds like Toodle.
No, that was in Pullman.
Like, that's what I'm saying. So you put a donut on a girl's car. You knew the girl, and she was a shitty guy, is what you just said. Now I'm not confused. And then you said it led to a fist fight, and now I don't know what happened.
So it essentially was there was like a guy who was kind of bothering a gal. She was down in the dumps. She was a friend.
Oh.
She worked at the gym. I dropped a donut off at her car. The guy had pulled up to visit her unannounced. He saw the donut, me placing the donut. He thought I was encroaching on his territory, which, I mean, I'm a big slab of man meat, so I don't blame him. But yes, and then he said something along the lines of, come meet me in the UREC parking lot and we'll we'll duke it out. And
I think I went along the same lines as Ryan with this, where I thought, much like egging a car, you had donutted this girl's car.
I'm so confused.
I like that story better because that's a story where I do something shitty and get beat up. Like, someone's like, "Hey, don't do that," and I'm like, "Make me," and then I tell it to everyone like I'm in the right.
He's like, "Eggs are cheaper." You're like, "Fight me."
Eggs are cheaper, but donuts send a message.
Ashley just turned into a cat.
Oh.
Oh.
That's it.
I have a question for you.
What's your question, Spinny?
So you always did the thing at the end of the show where you'd ask for suggestions to include in the final app. Do you remember what those suggestions were and how you used them?
The final app of Technical Foul. I'm trying to remember what all we wanted to include in there. I think the only there was one the one that we never quite worked out was we always wanted a kiss between Justin and Emily, naturally. And I think the closest we got to that was
I think the wish was between Justin and every cast member.
And that's why it made it tricky. We're like, Justin. Justin says, "Good game," and then kisses. I believe there's a photo in the background of a shot in the final episode of you and Emily together, which throws the continuity of the show right down the shitter. But and another one I recall was someone. Maybe it was who's to say, but I believe it was requested that we have some actual basketball in the final episode, which we have Ryan shoot a hoop and then miss. So
yeah, baby,
we got it in.
And then I believe Reese had a holdover from Matt and the Cosmic Cleanup Squadron. I wasn't able to include. Reese wanted to have a role that I just could not work in there. So I'm sorry, Reese.
Yeah, that one, I was thinking we didn't need to bring it up necessarily, right? It's like that's an old
bit.
It's an old bit. There's not a lot of words that I was trying to find a way to make that sound more interesting, but I really can't support my own suggestions. Yeah, that one's probably fair to have kept out.
I don't think Ryan getting slapped was something that someone requested, but I think it was like there was someone who wanted.
I requested it.
And you said it's got to be Daryl, and you can't see me from the waist down. And we're like, why? And you're like, it doesn't matter.
So to take that a step further, I also remember during that scene, he was getting so into it. When he was leaning over me, he was drooling a little bit. I remember it wasn't his fault. But I remember it wasn't his fault. But a couple just every once in a while just right on me, and I was like, okay, just hit me.
That's the Daryl intensity. That's the Bivens guarantee. When you act with the Bivens, you're gonna get a little. You're in the splash zone when the Bivens is on set, and that's all I. That was always my request, but I knew I'd always get it, baby.
They say that's what they sourced the COVID vaccine from. Actually.
That's true.
So you were set up early,
I am built different because of Daryl. Yeah.
Oh boy! If there's one quote I want to, I was gonna say if we could get Daryl Lee Bivens' face much like this, and it just says "I was built differently because of Daryl."
Build Daryl different.
Built Daryl different, with a hyphen.
God, that's that's a fucking great shirt. I might have to make that just for me. That's awesome.
The Bivens. I think the Bivens gets a not a speaking role, but I believe in the opening credits of the Christmas special, Bivens is Santa, and he has his fart jars surrounding two sleeping kids, if I recall correctly. So I don't know where I was going with that. That's something that happened though, and no one can take that away from us. I was gonna say, I think the only other major question we had from the chat a little earlier, Cameron, love you. Cameron
can't hear you.
You're like, I'm gonna lean away from the mic and just start saying all the important bits.
That's a question for me. That's only one I get to hear. No, Cameron Limes asked, when will Ariel be compensated for her injury? Which we talked about a little bit.
That's fair.
There was a scene where a cascade, I believe Lucy was in that scene as well, where folks had to run out of a desk, and poor Ariel, she got tangled up. And not to get too personal, but I believe an entire butt cheek was permanently bruised.
Permanently.
If I can find it, I believe I have that clip actually. This is going to be a real letdown.
Your loved one have to be financially compensated for injuries.
I also, while you're pulling that up, I remember where I was thinking the clips for whatever the survival show is stuff, the stuff where I was in a diaper. That was in 24 Hours Later, actually, not Mafia.
Oh, you're right.
Was a whole chunk in there. I think it's like episode 4 where all that stuff is.
Oh, you sure are.
Ham Seatree.
Oh wait, you know what? I think this is just Sam talking about flex tape. Oh wait, no, here we go. You can hear, and that is Ariel on the ground right there. We only get a quick shot of it, but yeah, there she is. She was so hurt she couldn't get up, and
play it again.
I think there we go.
There it is.
Wait, what?
That's a good freeze frame.
So what was supposed to happen was, you can see in the background folks run out of a desk, and Ariel wasn't so lucky. And she just, there she is. Just completely horizontal, and she stayed there for a little bit. We didn't think she was that hurt until she didn't get up. So Ariel, thank you. This is dedicated to you, Ariel, which I know that's all the compensation you could ever need. Is a good old Zoom call. Yeah, I think other than that, Aaron Manning asked, how did it feel to spit in the face of Hollywood because you created a masterpiece? We certainly spit in the face of something. God, maybe.
But not Hollywood.
But not Hollywood.
I'll tell you that.
My brother Ethan just said you made our sweater smell bad, which I could be referencing any one of us.
Sure did.
Which I say, if a sweater smells like Spinny, that's the best. I wanted that sweater to never not smell like Spinny, and luckily, my mom's washed the thing several times incidentally, and it's still got that spinny spunk on it, and that's all I need.
It still smells like. Dude, have you seen the new Justin's new Saint Laurent perfume line? It's called King of the Jungle. Just Justin's sweat.
I mean, I'd imagine that'd sell pretty good.
I'd buy it.
Yeah.
It's already sold out.
Lucy, I believe you're muted. Were you
say
doing
that
a little...
ASMR, Lucy? I'd like to hear that. Yeah.
Joshua Wagner asked us, what would it take to get everyone here to storm Cable 8's doors spring 2020? I think
boy.
All you would have to do is ask us nicely, Josh.
We'll do it on January 6th. Let's say we storm more.
Let's do it. Yeah. Let's go storm more.
Oh, it needs to happen, honestly. Somebody needs to.
Everyone buy your ticket now. Delete this footage, though. I don't want to.
Get rid of this.
And then we can film us in jail for real that time. And really, full circle there, baby.
We'll have an in for location.
A very special shout out to a gal who will only be referred to as Maddie. Someone who stumbled on the Christmas special pretty just organically and messaged me asking me a few questions about it, which made me be like, oh, maybe there is interest for us to do this. I believe she's currently at work, but Maddie, thank you. Hopefully you get some enjoyment out of this. You laugh half as much as we did. But yeah, anything else? I think that's all the hard hitting questions. Mostly people just wanted to meme on how long it took to come out, which I say, be nice, or it'll take even longer next time.
That's what Santa said.
Santa Petrie.
And also the smoke that is blown up Reese's dick. It takes longer when you're not nice.
Just Reese's dick. Or that's not the only dick we're smoking.
I was gonna say, what time is it?
And the Christmas special was just wedged right up in
Reese's
there.
penis.
Well, I really wanted to ask, where do you guys get your dicks that you smoke? Like, where do you? Is it like a pipe?
Reese just has to like unzip his pants.
Is it like a store like Blasphemy?
Yeah,
but,
it's like
for dicks?
it's like
From
sections.
Justin.
It's like a lizard. You just cut some pieces off and they grow back, and then you smoke them.
Bulk at Winco.
From Justin.
Do you guys remember the ongoing bit about the like zipper pussy that you guys that there was like a joke on Technical Foul for whatever reason that my pussy had like a zipper and you could unzip it and then like some teeth or claws would come out and like grab you.
You know?
Wait, Ashley, not to change the subject, but do you remember a debate that we were having about like the perfect food?
Oh God!
The
why did
quesadillo?
you think of that?
Oh,
Right?
well, I guess the quesadillo, but
Oh,
that was a
my-
hell of a
dildo.
Yeah, the
a
case.
subject change.
I do recall the case of dildo. I believe Ryan has the immortal quote where he's like, "You can pleasure yourself with it, and you can eat it afterwards," which I think about quite a bit, just in my day-to-day life.
I dream about that quite a bit.
Right? Video's frozen. That's making this look that much better.
It doesn't.
Quesadillo.
I was gonna say, anything else anybody wants to get off your chest? Feel free, you want to yell at me for the emotional trauma I've given you.
Going back to this water smelling bad, I did dive headfirst into a trash can.
You did. Speaking of which, I'm glad you brought that up. Let's see. I also have a great clip of let's see. I think
My favorite episode was Hacker Kelly.
Episode 4. That was an episode where there were virtually no bloopers. Because we filmed that one.
We got so good.
The bloopers kind of died when we started running out of time and we're all like, and we just were losing so much.
Hacker Kelly, for like a weird fluke, like it took like 4 weeks to film because we got like 2 weeks and then it was like spring break and then we were still filming coming back from spring break.
That's
like,
right.
There was some weird tentacle loop where Technical Foul.
Alright, whenever you're ready.
I was gonna say, I think. You really gave it your all when we asked you to jump in that trash can.
Yeah, you were really trying to jump it. I love that movie.
Let's see.
They wear like.
Alright.
Alright.
Trish?
So loud.
The lid falling on your butt is a very nice touch.
Trish?
Trish. I still.
I have a question
when I
for
refer to
everybody.
trash in my head. I still sometimes refer to it as trash.
Too. Yeah.
Trish. I have a question for everybody. I know what the answer is for a couple of you, but what's everybody like doing now? Like, what are you guys all doing now? Like, what's work?
That's a good question. For me, mine is technically a big fat who knows. For a while, I've been jetting around with various PA gigs and AP gigs for the History and Discovery Channel. There's a couple things in the potential pipeline. But right now, I'm just home with the family, enjoying the holidays, talking to some of the best people in the world. Popping some Xanax. I can.
Ooh.
I've eaten their Coca-Cola Tic Tacs, and I've almost eaten the whole thing while this stream, just because they're so damn tasty. That's what I'm up to.
Wait, there's no Pepsi?
Epis.
Actually, that's a pretty good point. Yeah. It's pretty sacrilegious from what I understand.
Yeah, that's out of character for sure.
In fact, it might be an indicator of perhaps someone being just a liar about their entire life.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, you
Actually
made fun of me
preferring
many a
Coke over
time
Pepsi.
for liking Coca-Cola more than Pepsi.
Pepsi is superior. Pepsi is the drink of the little man, but that's not what Ryan asked.
Right. See, coming from someone who's currently eating little Coke Tic Tacs, which seems more like little man energy to me.
Oh no.
Reese, what are you up to?
I'm still in school, and then I'm not working, but I'm probably working soon because I'm poor.
Well, Reese, you work.
Reese is working for the season 2 of Mafia that we're gonna make.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Hey Justin, speaking of that, would you want to write a season 2 of Mafia?
You're damn right I would.
Because Eric's been begging me to make it.
That's been a whole thing.
He's like,
a while back, I
begging me.
put Ashley sent me those Snapchats, and I was like, yes, absolutely. And then I put something out on Facebook like before that even, where it's like, hey, if you guys want it would be fun to have a reunion. I'll write I don't know, like a sequel or something. I said, and no one commented anything.
I did not see that, or else I still would have commented. That sounds so fun.
I saw that for sure.
Yeah. We all saw it. Right.
But I'm definitely down to film it. Cable 8's dead, so, and I bought a new camera on accident, so, well, it's not really an accident, but I bought a new camera, so I need to use it.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna pass it off to someone else because I'm a man.
I was just gonna say that I'm working in the 3rd floor of Morrow now. Because wild, can't leave. But I have a key to a lot of rooms, a lot of new rooms that we didn't have keys for. No.
Listen. It was an alleged, but Marv allegedly has keys to the roof and is allegedly the only one that has keys to the roof.
I don't know if I believe it.
Marv. If Marv is the only one with keys to the roof, then that plan to that makes things a lot easier. But
if Marv has keys to the roof, we're getting to the roof. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dude, that'd be legendary to get on the roof of that place.
Right?
The biblical
I don't
roof.
know if he does, because I brought it up to Marv at one point, like talking about how much we wanted to get on the roof and saying that I was disappointed that my new key didn't work to the roof. And he just like giggled at it a little bit and didn't add anything. And I feel like if he had a key to it, he would have been like, hey, I have a key to the roof, but maybe.
Oh, no, I got him to
feel
just
like we need
slightly
more
admit
pressure.
it just one time when I was talking to him. I was like, I kind of alluded to, Marv, where do your keys go? I kind of got him to admit it that way a little bit. And he didn't seem like he wanted to tell me, but.
Oh, I see. Maybe it's like a big old
It
secret.
was a very alleged, like he was more alluded to having the keys.
That's how Marv talks a lot
saying-
in allegedly.
I bet Marv knows that if we knew he had a key, we'd be hounding him about it. So he's
Right.
probably that's probably just a defensive move. Because he's like, I can't bring these fucking idiots up on the roof, and if they know I've got this key, they're gonna start bugging me.
Yeah, that or just take. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably a smart move on Marv's part. But
But also that means we can probably wake up.
promising.
Justin, I woke up this morning and I watched your your weathercast reel, and I was enthralled. Like I watched the entire thing.
I was gonna say, Spinny, you have one of my favorite newsreels of all time. There's a dodgeball bit that you do. I believe it's on your YouTube channel where like someone throws a ball at you and you dodge it, and you're like, I can't even remember what the story is, but it just makes me very happy to see you bringing such flavor.
The one where he gets tased.
Oh, I know that one is a classic with Brady.
Justin Spinney, I was going to say, not to speak for you, Justin, but Justin's been doing some reporting, and there's also a great one where you're reporting from like a fair. You eat a big old caramel apple on camera.
Yeah.
And I like that one a lot.
Sure do. Add bacon on it too.
Ooh.
I've really like
Jesus.
More so than reporting. I've been getting fat.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. I'm in Lewiston, top of the
I
food
still
chain.
bet out of you.
Top of the food chain.
I mean, I was just reading earlier about how like people with more fat on their body have like a higher likelihood of like surviving like medical emergencies. And like a bunch of them too. Like there's a high correlation, like more body weight meaning you have a better chance of surviving like a lot of shit.
It's harder for me to correct. There's all kinds of perks.
Right?
What other kind of perks are there? Just
Oh, that's a great question.
I'm sorry.
Yes, Justin, we want to hear all about your perks. Spinning more.
Someone named Orain Jackie just said BOY period FYI. What could that mean?
Well, that's what.
Bring your own fucking info.
I mean, that's what FYI. Yes.
I think that's it.
I think we hacked it. The Russian bots have been loving this this live stream, so we made it, baby.
Yeah, you know.
Tentacle Foul was big in Russia.
Hope so.
It's like their Big Bang Theory over there. They say, "Funny man, eat trash." That's my Russian accent.
It's more like Firefly. You know, it's a cult classic. It died out way too soon.
Boy, howdy. That's
Emily, what about you?
I'm in Pullman. I dropped out of school for a year, but yeah, this last year's been my big purge of people, and I'm getting back into school next semester and maybe graduating. I don't know.
Sure.
But I'm no
Could be
longer a
fun.
comm major. I'm a psych major, which is fun. But
That's
as
awesome.
a current, I'm just a barista doing barista things.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's not.
I was gonna say, Ryan, tell us a little bit about Indiana.
That's cool here. It's cheap. It's cheap. I live alone for $1,000 in like a pretty decent apartment. It's cheap.
Nice.
And gas is also really cheap here too. Cost of living is down here. I'm in sales. I moved out here to from Arizona for a sales job. I work at a company called Sweetwater.
Ooh, and how sweet it is for them to have you, Ryan.
Wait, is that Sweetwater like audio or is that a different?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's Sweetwater.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's sick.
In
That's
fact,
really
if
cool.
you guys need like microphone equipment or any like mixing equipment, hit me up and I'll give you a good deal.
Dibs.
'Cause
Shit, I'm gonna spend my money.
Because I'm a sales engineer, so I just sell shit, and that's pretty much what I do.
That feels
That's a pretty cool place to sell, though.
Yeah. That feels.
If you guys want to start like a Technical Foul podcast, they'll sell you a Mixcast 4 bundle for like $400.
Wow, that's good.
Like I said, the Russians are loving this, so I can only imagine.
That's true.
The Ruskies, they love Tentacle Foul, baby.
As they should. There's actually a lot of secret Russian propaganda hidden in Technical Foul.
That's
all Easter egg stuff.
Like the part where Scott is walking around Murrow naked with the Russian flag around himself.
Yeah, they begged us to cut that. Believe it or not, they insisted, and I said no.
We will do no such thing.
I will. I would love if I could remember any deleted scenes from the Christmas special or the Tentacle Foul itself, but I'll be quite honest. I think everything we shot damn near made it onto camera. So
yeah.
What about the Ouija board?
Yeah, the Ouija board. That's like a special episode. That's like a special because that wasn't.
That's a back scenes.
Yeah. More so than the actual Tentacle Foul, I find myself watching those behind the scenes quite a bit because boy howdy, those have the real good bits in them. And it was just additional work that we made you guys do for no good reason. And,
I fucking loved it though. I had a blast.
It was behind the scenes with quality.
This is back of the scenes.
No, those are my guilty pleasure. Like, I feel like at the end of our parties now, when there's like a few people left, we'll just play those.
There's nothing like playing some Cable 8 content at the end of a party. I remember distinctly when the Christmas special was edited. I made my whole family watch it on President's Day, and mixed reactions. My dad seemed to like it.
Of course he did.
My brothers did not. But now it's out. Everyone can huddle around a fire.
Get nice and cozy.
I'm trying to think. I was gonna say I'm down to talk to you guys as long as you're down to talk to, but I don't want to keep anyone. So if anyone needs to pop out at any time.
I probably have to go because it's midnight here and I gotta get to work at 7.
Jeez.
So like I'm gonna
leave.
Yeah, you should go to bed.
Much like Tentacle Foul, I'm glad we could keep you up way later than you should be one last time, Ryan. If that's not the Tentacle Foul.
We should do Noah, if you are seriously down to do the season 2 where Scott can only FaceTime from jail, I'm like seriously down for that.
That might be something. At the very least, we might have to do a live table read of a season 2 script to steal an idea from Justin. Get there before Mafia can was always my motto.
Are we getting rid of the fly to Indiana bit?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, listen.
I have 2 weeks of vacation left, and man, am I down.
It could be a double doozy. Mafia season 2 takes place in Indiana.
That feels like something.
Ooh.
Just prepared to be seriously underwhelmed by Indiana.
I feel like Indiana is going to be very whelming. I'm not sure if underwhelmed.
It's a great place to live. It is not a great place to visit.
And I think that's on their state sign, actually.
Do you want to know what their actual state motto is? State motto is the Crossroads of America, meaning it is so near to everything that is cool that just feel free to pass through. That's essentially what that means.
Indiana, just pass on through. I like that.
Yeah. We got good roads.
That's essentially what it is.
Good roads.
That's what it is.
Good roads, good housing.
But anyway, guys, I love you guys. I'm so glad that we did this, and I wish I could stay longer, but I'm going to want to off myself tomorrow as it is, so I'm probably going to call it.
All right.
We should have warned people the Christmas special doesn't have that effect on folks. But Ryan, thank you for being the one and only Scott Finstock and an even better friend. We could not have done this without you, so God bless. It was so good to see you. Let's not wait 3 years to get back together.
Yeah. Let's do this every
year. It is my absolute pleasure.
Oh.
I've loved working with all of you. We'll do this again soon, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all
Happy
of you.
holidays.
And let's do season. Let's seriously do season 2.
You heard it here first, folks. Coming to TBS.
Sure. Season 2.
Season 2.
Maybe.
Young Sheldon.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Bye, Ryan.
Good night, Ryan.
Bye.
Good
Bye,
night.
guys. Love y'all.
Oh, lovely.
Are we? I think I might peace out because I don't know. Am I still going to the bar with your mom, Lucy?
If you want.
I'm glad that there's some behind the scenes shenanigans.
I My mom really wanted me to come to the bar earlier, and I said no. I have a Zoom call to be on, and she said, "When are you going to be done?" And I said, "I don't know. It's probably going to be a while."
I don't know.
I was gonna say I was reading through the comments just now, and someone's like, "Oh, you should put subtitles on for the Christmas special so everyone can understand it." And I was like, wish I had gotten that one sooner. But that's so funny that Ryan hasn't seen it. Still kind of has it. Oh gosh, we got a live reaction from the star himself. But I was gonna say we can. It seems like we're wrapping down. Any final thoughts anyone wants to throw out there?
Good to see everyone.
God, it was so nice to see you guys. Truly, I do not have the words to say how much I appreciate and love each and every one of you. Thank you for interrupting your busy lives to indulge me on this goofy little endeavor. And then that implies to Technical Foul and my friendship as a whole. But if you guys ever need anything or anything at all, just know I've always got your back because I know you've got mine. So thank you all very much. Thank you for everyone who tuned in to the live stream. Sam Petrie, Cam Johnson, Joshua Wagner, just to name a few. That Russian bot that posted the emoticon that looked like a vagina. Without you guys, really, what do we have? But legitimately, I love all of you very much. How do you say vagina in Russian? I'll leave you with that. Anyways, thank you all so much. I love you all very much. Everyone have a happy and safe holiday. And
love y'all.
Like I said, we'll make sure to do something like this again very soon. Kisses.
Love you guys.
Boy.
Bye.
Steven. Let's see if I know how to end. Oh.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on.
I did
Hold
promise
on.
it.
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Come on.
Oh, no.
And on that note.
And on that note, love you all.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Yeah, boy.